Well, good morning, ladies and gents. We've got juniors on the water right now, and out in front we've got, by the looks of it, it is Will Armstrong in that machine. He's taking the lead around that bottom turn, boy. Right behind is JD Land. There's a bit of a battle for third place coming up into that bottom turn, boy. Might be Daniel Shaw just going to go around the outside there. No, he's gone a little bit wide. Levi Witten in a very solid third position, but it's going to be pretty busy around that top turn, boy. There's three boats going around now. They're all giving each other plenty of room, which is great to see the juniors doing this. It's all racing craft, and it will be Will Armstrong taking the win. Looks like they've sorted that little boat out, Bisho.
Good morning, Michael. How are you this morning?
Where else could you be?
And the kids, look at the drag race to the line here, mate. That's Levi Witten just coming in over the top of the Daniel Shaw driven boat, and then on the inside there, that was Maxie Cameron. So good racing from the kids. He snuck that up on me, Lumpy. I was just over. And
mate, it's a better morning than yesterday. The wind has dropped off.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
I've got sunscreen on today, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Matt, so I recommend everyone else, especially the pasty Victorians. We're not used to the sun in Victoria. Mate, what an epic day yesterday. Chaos, drama, stuff will be talked about forever on social media.
There's a lot of stuff on social media going around at the moment, but you know, it is what it is.
You know, mate, I have an opinion on social media. You know, everyone says everyone has the right to their opinion.
Yeah.
No, nuffs don't have a right to an opinion.
What did you call them yesterday? Not buffoons?
No, the boffins.
Boffins.
The boffins. No, boffins. Second race coming up now for these kids, straight into it. And that's Will Armstrong.
They do their own starts. They do everything.
They don't need the officials, mate.
No, that's exactly right.
They can
100%, just go out. 100%. So looks like Will Armstrong's just gone around wide, so he'll take him up the back straight.
I'll tell you what.
To pick up I think that's JD Land in second place. He's just about to make a move on Will Armstrong here.
No, yeah, you're right, mate. JD Land on the inside. Well picked, Lumpy, at this early hour of the morning. But JD's always very, very quick.
But he found speed yesterday, remember? He hung around, and all of a sudden he just floored it and started overtaking. A really good battle for first.
This is actually gunnel to gunnel stuff, isn't it, mate? At the front of the pack, and then there's plenty onto the back of the. We had a little moment there, mate, but nothing too serious. So, just tell you what, there's some vocal supporters.
Parents down here. I'm sure they can hear you.
So it's Will Armstrong and JD Land at the front of the pack. But then you've got this battle pack going on between Daniel Shaw, you got Levi Witten in there, and Maxie Cameron. So two battles going on in this particular event, mate. What you're saying about the kids starting themselves, Lumpy, I think a couple of the senior drivers could take a few notes from these
I said
kids.
that yesterday, didn't I? They actually do it better than the seniors.
After the start of the Griffith Cup.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about that. They come around the bottom turn, boy. JD has put a little bit of acreage between him and Will Armstrong. Now to take the.
You're dropping in and out a bit there, Lump. Maybe give that one a go, mate. Just swap that one out. We might find a new battery for that one. If it's not a battery, it's just dropping in and out a bit. Okay, so look at this battle. You've got Levi Witten on the inside, and on the outside it's Cameron. So Maxie Cameron. So a good battle from the two Vic. I think they're both Vic Speedboat. No, Cameron definitely is. I'm not sure what Levi is.
But It is a really good battle for third place there as they come around the top turn, boy. It is JD Lang that'll lead him into the front straight to take the checkered flag. We'll see whether Will Armstrong can just glide it around the outside. But they've certainly done, I don't know what they've done to that, to Will Armstrong's boat, but it's certainly going a lot quicker than what it was yesterday. So there we go. JD Lang.
Oh, we've had a spin down the bottom, mate, and I think that might, so that took away from the finish there, but JD Land taking the win, ladies and gentlemen, over Will Armstrong. And then it's going to be Maxie Cameron, who's benefited from captain spin, Levi Whitten. Coming through into third place is Daniel Shaw.
Your little mate, Levi, again, eh?
Levi, my crew chief. I'll give Levi one thing. He has a lot of spin outs, but he has a.
He did that yesterday, didn't he?
He does.
Yeah, well, that's it. You're not trying unless you're having a go.
Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos. There you go.
So good on you, Levi. He's having a crack, mate. That's all we can expect from the young'uns. But
talking of having a crack, I've got to check my account. Can you bring that? Did
you bet on JD? I'd always bet on JD. Well, epic day yesterday, mate. Lots going on. Congratulations, of course, Grant Harrison, who took his 10th EC Griffith Cup.
That was really, really good. And the unfortunate part about that is there's obviously a lot of controversy with the start and whatever, but you can't take away the...
But you cannot, and look, from our perspective, there'll be lots of things spoken about that race forever, probably, to come, but the reality is, at the end of the day, you've got to cross the line first. The officials do their job, mate. I'm a bit disappointed on social media that all the experts, most of them that don't do anything for the sport, they need to understand that all the officials here are volunteers, mate. They're not getting paid.
That's exactly right.
Scott Lambert, who runs GP Hydro, he had technical drama here, so the server was going down.
Yeah, like that.
All sorts of internet drama going on, and
like it's his fault, and it's nothing to do with him. It's obviously a bigger problem than himself.
Yeah.
And it's really heartbreaking when you see a lot of negative comments against our officials and against obviously Scotty as well for the live stream.
Yep.
Mate, like you said, we're all out here doing our best, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, mate, Scotty gives his heart and soul to this sport. He absolutely loves it. He's been doing this live. So I've been telling him he's crazy for years because he does it all for nothing. And, the money that he's invested is absolutely ridiculous.
Insane. Absolutely insane. We've got Group B now, the juniors out on the water.
Here we go.
So we've got Emerson Walker. We'll have Jet Howard. We'll have Brody Little. We'll have Tyler Kirkpatrick. And, of course, only Miss Throttle herself, Millie Butler.
Millie Butler, we got Dad up here. Is he not going to commentate this?
Dad, did you want to commentate your daughter's race? Are you sure? You might be a little bit biased, or you're a little bit nervous, or all the above?
Hey, you might be a bit critical. You might, it might be one of those parents, the helicopter parent, maybe. But these kids are lined up. So Millie, of course, Jamie's beautiful daughter. She's a ripper, isn't she? I spent a bit of time with her last night. She's a great kid.
She's a cracker, and she's a skid in the last few. But does that?
Yeah, it does, mate. It's we've had a lot of microphone trouble lately, haven't we? Last night we had drama.
How about I take the top off?
What about the microphone?
I'll just hold two of them and see how I go from there.
We've had all sorts. It's just, I think maybe Elon Musk is stuffing us up or something with his...
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Maybe we need to start putting our tinfoil hats on. But
here we go. They're all set, ready for a start. Like I said, these junior... Well...
Oh, good start there. Great start from everybody except the boat on the inside got a bit of a slow start. I think that's Tyler Kirkpatrick. So Tyler a little bit slow off the mark. Everybody else gets a good good start, and Brodie Little's got plenty of pace. The outside pole there as they come down into turn number 1, and it's a
Look at
big
this.
push and
This is
shove.
going to be Millie lead him up the back straight because she's out
It
of pole
is.
1 and she's just taken the lead. Heads him up the back straight.
Well, I tell you what, that was a bit like a Griffith Cup start.
It was,
That
it was a little bit. She, I don't know who's done whatever to that boat, but it seems to be going. Just get out there and floor it and let all the rest chase you, darling. Don't think that you're out nothing.
She cracked it yesterday because the boat's not quick enough. Now we
Yeah.
should bear in mind that it's a boat that's been given to her by the Vintage and Veteran Club, so it's probably the bumper boat that doesn't get too much love, so it probably needs a bit of tune-up, but she looks like she's lacking a bit of top-end speed there, but her corners are fantastic, Lumpy.
Mate, cornered fantastically, like you said. So she's in amongst it now, but out in the front now, leading them down the front straight. It's just a little glare.
That's our white cow, so it's Tyler Kirkpatrick,
Kirkpatrick,
who had a terrible start,
up
but is
a
now
little
leading
bit.
the race.
But I'll tell you who's is Emerson down the outside.
My little mate Emmy Walker, she's as cute as a button, this kid. She's absolute ripper.
I did get told yesterday when I was over there in the
with a hook.
in the pit area that she's one of your faves.
She's a favourite of mine. She's just a ripper little kid, and she's up into second place. And then we had a little bit of a hook, mate, and I think that might have been
Brodie, was it Brodie Little?
Yeah, I think maybe even Jed Howard. It was a dark-coloured cow, so he's got the blue cow.
Yeah, that'd be Jed Howard. So Brodie Little's into third place. Jed Howard now just sneaking up the inside, but it's a bit of a battle now for third. And the gone.
Okay, and it is a checkered flag, is it? I can't see the flag. Oh,
Yellow
no, yellow
flag,
flag.
one to go, one to
James
go.
is in my way. So yellow flag, 1 to go, and it is leading it. And I don't know, there's Tyler Kirkpatrick, who got a shocking start, Lumpy, but now leading by a mile. There's something going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe it's got a huge propeller on it that can't get going, but when it gets going, it's got heaps of top end
And you've
speed.
just got to get into it and keep it going. Yeah, exactly. Emerson Walker is now just going. Flag time, checkered flag.
Check flags out, Lumpy, and it is, well, a very convincing win there from Tyler Kirkpatrick. Coming through and getting the job done very, very nicely, very comfortably. But the drag race is onto the line. Emerson Walker on the outside. Have a look at this. This is going to go. Emerson Walker comes through at the last minute in over the top of Jed Howard. And then rounding out the field is Brodie Little. Wowee, what a hard charge to the line that was.
Yeah, that was a great little finish there for second place.
And unfortunately, mate, just behind I didn't pick it up because they're behind the crash boat there, but Millie has
stopped.
come to a stop, so Jamie's going to get an absolute earful of abuse, I would suggest.
Jamie, you need to go and swim out there and rescue your daughter. Start swimming.
Oh, no, I don't want to be around for that. Good luck on your trip home, boys.
I thought it went off a little bit because it started to slow down and it was starting to porpoise where before it was holding its nose up. So Jamie's probably lifted that engine so far out of the water it hasn't got any water going into it. So well done, Dad.
Oh, don't even say that, Lump.
He owes the Vintage and Veterans about 15 grand now.
So I reckon the jet ski will probably tow Mill in, or hopefully if she can get it started.
You can deal with that, Jamie.
Yeah, better you than us, mate. But they're lining up for their second race, Lumpy. Unfortunately, boat racing waits for no man or woman. So Millie's going to end up watching this one from down in the bottom corner there, I'd suggest.
They'll have to get her off the course, I'm guessing.
Yeah, sort of no one over there to help her.
Black flag's still out, so jet ski needs to go over and grab her off the course because she's right in the middle of the course there.
Yeah, they sort of need to, at bare minimum, get her moved, don't they? Because she's in the, as you say, in the middle of the corner, which is not where they want her to be. Although, it looks like we are going to a... Right, we've got jet skis on the move now to go and save Millie.
He may not have a rope.
He might not.
You started it, Jamie.
I think you should swim out there and start it for her, Jamie Butler.
Jamie, why don't you just swim out there and go and start?
Like, seriously, if you had a start, if you had a starter when she stopped, he'd be there by now.
Yeah, you know what? Any good father would go out there and do that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think it's actually, to be honest, mate, I think it's child abuse.
I've been there and done that. I actually sat or stood in the Hawkesbury from 7 o'clock in the morning on the 1st of May. So you can imagine the temperature of the water from 7 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, it couldn't have got any smaller lump, you know. But on my daughter ski raced since she was 8 years old, so I've been definitely accused of child abuse. We were doing a marathon once, and her fence paling that they ski on had a bit of a knot in it, and it snapped in half and broke her finger.
Oh no!
I was Mr. Popularity.
Oh, you would have been.
So just sorting Millie out now, Lumpy, and I'm not sure of the rest of the program. I'm going to go and get the program once this race is
it's
done.
on an app or something, isn't it?
It is, mate. Maybe you're happy to commentate this race, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll go and grab the day's program, mate, and that way sound like we know what we're talking about to a degree.
That's it, mate. Oh no, it's the wife. The wife's on the phone, Bisho. Because of this fantastic live stream, she's watching it at home. So it looks like the white flag is out now. We'll get the remaining B class for the J3s underway very, very shortly as they all get into line. Emerson now just into pole 1. Sorry, that wasn't Emerson in pole 1. Emerson's out in pole 3, I do apologise. Going around the outside. Looks like Brody Little leading him up the back. Having a red hot go. Tyler Kirkpatrick not giving me any. On there is Emerson Walker. Just out the back now, we've got Jet Howard running in 4th position around the top turn, boy, and they'll take him in, and we've got Brody Little leading them down the front straight. now, just having a red hot go down the front straight. Take him into the bottom turn boy there, leading into the sun. What a beautiful, beautiful spot this is. These kids will be having an absolute ball out there today. Brody Little just... Oh, we've had a bit of a spin there. Heading into the top turn, boy, we've got Tyler. To greet the yellow flag for 1 lap to go, obviously. Brody Little in second place will be Emerson Walker. And then Jed Howard rounding out the field, coming onto the front straight now. So it looks like they've front to back. So we've got a full length between, or full length of the straight, I should say, between first and fourth place. So head up the back straight. Turned into a bit of a procession now, Bisho.
Yeah, this one itself right out, isn't it, Lumpy? It's a little bit different to the last one we saw where they're all over it. But I tell you what, that boat of Tom Patrick's, that is a super quick little deal, isn't it? And, very hard to be beaten. Checkered flag comes out. It's going to be a pretty easy win for Tyler as he comes around.
You wouldn't be able to pick a race winner because there's been so many winners over the couple of days. You know, they've all been different, so which is fantastic.
So Tyler Kirkpatrick comes through and takes a very solid win in that one. Running in second place is Brody Little. Flames, you know, flames on a boat make them go around about 5 mile an hour faster. It's a documented fact. Emmy Walker comes through into third place. Looking pretty in pink there. And rounding out the field is Jet Howard.
easy to do that.
I
I was born to do that.
Might be the weather too, could be damper or... We're going to do an intro. I don't know, Scotty's there. Yeah, he's there.
Is that sun not going to bother him behind us?
How's that sun, Neil? Is it alright? Sun alright?
Your face is black, so it's perfect.
Perfect. Excellent.
He did that again.
Oh, yeah, mate, we're good to go. As soon as Lucky stops singing.
By the dark early light.
You're on screen now. No, you're off again.
Well, good morning and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and to everybody that's watching on the live stream.
Yes.
My name's Dave Bishop, and this is Mick Lumpy Lupton, one of the turn boys. Jamie Butler, his daughter, just raced, so he's out. Going to have to go and pull her out of the water. But Lumpy, welcome everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, welcome aboard.
Welcome everyone here on site as well. Your take on yesterday's racing, please, mate.
Mate, fantastic racing in all classes. It was absolutely stellar racing. Of course, the big one, the EC Griffith Cup. Even the heats leading into that was fantastic. And just to see all those hydros come past us at God knows whatever speed was just amazing. But all in all, I believe the racing yesterday, everybody, there was a couple of mishaps, but other than that, mate, I think that the place, the people that run this is just amazing.
Yeah, it's a mega event. I mean, and probably what a lot of people maybe watching at home don't realise, although they see it on the pictures, is we've got two pit areas. So the coordination between the two pit areas is quite a tricky thing.
Well, how far do you reckon? So we're standing in our commentary position now, and we're looking at the GP Hydro pit area. How far away do you reckon that is?
It'll be at least 500 metres.
Absolutely. So
half a K.
And then behind us here to our left is the other pit area. So there is a lot of communication going back and forth regarding that, but the racing just kept on going and going and going. It was pretty consistent, which is great, and a great event all up. But even from the juniors right up to the seniors to the forced induction, it was just great racing all round. And I hope everybody enjoyed it on the live stream as well.
Yeah, National Drivers' Championship, of course. We had obviously the hot laps Friday afternoon, and then we had our heats yesterday, and then we got finals today. So really looking forward to that. The NDC always brings out the big boys and the big action. So we've got plenty of that today. Plenty of controversy. It'll be spoken about for years to come.
This will go on. The 2026 Griffith Cup will go down in history, no doubt. Like you said, there's a lot of, as in the great words of Ray Warren, controversy going on. But mate, all in all, like Grant Harrison, you can't take that away from him. 10 years, mate, better than Peter Brock.
Yeah, it is. I said that yesterday. I said that number 9 seems to be a sticking point for a few people, including Peter Brock. And it was for Grant as well. You know, he's had lots of dramas and broken boats and propellers. God, he's probably been through more propellers than what my house is worth. So. It's great to see Grant get a win. Real shame for Kenny Lupton, engine failure in the end, but it was an epic race up until that happened.
That's racing at the end of the day, Bisho. Like they always say, to finish first you must finish, or to win you've got to finish, and it comes down to reliability, all that sort of stuff. Those first couple of opening laps yesterday, the EC Griffith, were just absolutely spectacular. There was nothing in it, a tally-ho paper at the end of the day. We saw that go off, and I actually asked that to Ken last night. we saw Grant put a couple of boat links on him. Was that when the boat was going off? And he agreed yes, and then all of a sudden we saw the smoke come out the back of it. Like you said, yes, it is. It's horrible, but the best thing about it, it gets to stay here. We do feel sorry for our friends across the ditch, but you know, it is racing, and hopefully they'll come back next year, 2027, bigger and better, and have another crack.
We were lucky enough last night to host a little function last night, Lumpy, and it was a great night. And Ken, we got to interview Ken, and he just typical Kiwi, takes everything in his stride. Yeah, it is what it is. That's boat racing. We'll just get them next time.
So quietly spoken, and you don't, when if you were to pass him in the street, you wouldn't realise that he does 150 mile an hour down the front straight here at Yarrawonga. So
it was interesting too, mate. He looks like a pretty fit guy. I asked him what he does for training. He said nothing.
That's exactly right. So it's like the John Daly of golf.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods gets out and hits 1,000 balls before he goes out. John Daly goes and smokes about 4 darts and 9 Diet Coke. So he's probably the guy of hydro racing there. But no, it was a fantastic effort, and mate, it was just a great race, like you said. A lot of controversy, but hopefully that'll all go in the past. We just move on from that and then go from there. Yeah,
absolutely right, though. Mate, it's been a fantastic day yesterday and on Friday afternoon as well, which was quite blustery. But today the conditions are beautiful. You can probably see behind us the water is like glass.
Conditions are perfect. In fact, I don't even have a jumper on. That's how hot I am.
Look at you go. You're winding it. You were shaking like a dog doing razor blades and things. But, mate, we've got the F4s going out onto the water now, and they're actually coming into the dock. So we might focus in on the F4s coming into the dock now, and we'll get stuck into some racing for the day. Lovely. Looking forward to another big day.
100%, Bisho. Same. Bye for now.
Oh, it's going to be a good morning, Lumpy. I've just gone straight to the right page on my information. That never happens. That means it's going to be a good day. We're off to a good start. So, tunnel boats rolling in now, and these are our 4x4 tunnel boats. I've got another one of my absolute favourites, Riley Bride there, just in the Phantom boat. She's already on the dock, ready to go. The Go RV Marine machine coming in next to her, which is Jackson second. Then the HSR 200 machine with Fletcher Donnelly lining up in third. And then looks as though we've got the big Kahorna coming in, Max second.
The brother.
And then on the outside, Jack Mead. So this is obviously reverse grid from the results yesterday, mate.
Correct, yeah. So Jack obviously did the win yesterday, so he'll run out of the end pole. I don't think there's any brotherly love lost between the Saccone brothers, somehow.
No, definitely not, I wouldn't imagine, but... do
you reckon when they get home, do you reckon they muck around with each other's engines, like...
Well, I think Glennie Secker, who is the crew chief, their father, I think he gets charged with boat duties. He actually runs a boat maintenance business, which I've never really seen him work on a boat in my life, so I think he just has people for that, but not sure if Glennie actually... does the work on them or not. They've probably got someone like Daniel Cook or someone like that, I'd imagine, running that show for them. But they're probably not too much, these kids getting their hands on each other's boats, I wouldn't have thought.
So just in case you haven't seen this before and you're just joining us on the live stream, it's called a dock start. They'll head out, they'll get a flag, they'll get 2 flags, then one will drop and then the other one will drop about 30 seconds later. They'll head out. And around that top red turn buoy, and then head back around and back down the front straight again. So look at that for a shot.
Great shots coming from Airscape Media, Andy at Airscape Media via the beautiful GP Hydro live stream.
They can probably see us behind the boats.
So we are now in a start sequence, Lumpy, and I'll tell you what, conditions are almost too flat. These boats will almost suck on this glassy water.
It's perfect conditions. Absolutely stellar morning out here this morning.
Fantastic.
Crowd just starting to roll in.
We're actually in that shot, Lumpy. You can
that's
see
what
us.
I just said. If you could wave, you could probably see us. So there we go.
See, it goes so much I listen to you. All I hear is blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're like a dog, blah, 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 blah. Rover.
This will be a good race. We saw a great race from these kids. Jack Meads was the man yesterday, but he's on the outside today, so he's got his work cut out for him.
These are all 60 horsepower Merc setups on these F4 boats. Great little class. Brings them up out of J3s into this F4 class, which is fantastic. So they have a lot of fun. And what we were saying yesterday, about 25, 30k gets you a package, and you just got to put fuel in them. So here we go. We're away, Bisho.
Go. It's a call, and we are off. And the HSR stopped off the line. That is a disaster there for
Team going again now.
Fletcher Donnelly gets it fired again. And what happened there? Crew chief throws his hands in the air. It's almost like it's an airlock in the fuel system, Lumpy. Something like that, perhaps.
Yeah, not too sure, but it seemed to fire up again and go, okay, he's got a lot of acreage to make up at this stage, but heading around the top turn is, I think that's Jackson heading around the top turn, is it? And Bridie just up on the inside, so this is going to be a very interesting run down the front straight here, Bisho.
Yeah, it is, mate. In fact, you could just about throw a blanket over him at the moment. Jackson Seckham is the man that leads, but up the inside is Riley Bride. So Riley having a real go, using that pole position to her advantage. Now down the outside is Max Seckham. And then Meadsy, Jack Meads, rounding out into fourth, and a fair bit of hard work for Fletcher Donnelly now to try and bridge that gap.
Look at this, the two Saccone brothers up behind Riley there now, heading into that red turn, boy, to have a left. This is going to be very, very interesting. Riley taking full advantage of that pole one position.
Yeah, Riley's doing a beautiful job, isn't she? She's just... And this is the thing in this category, mate, because all the boats are virtually identical. It's really only propeller selection and engine height that make the huge differences in these things. You get that pole position, you got to hold them all out. And
here we go. Max has done a split here, so Max has come back up in the side of his brother in the big kahuna.
Two second brothers, side by side.
He's making a move now, so this will be very interesting coming around into the top turn, boy, whether he may even take out Riley at this stage, but he's moving up. He's closing the gap between Riley and himself, so the big kahuna.
So down the back chute, mate. Jack Meads just struggling with that outside pole, just had to go the long way around. In turn number one, he lost that ground, but in actual fact, it looks like Fletcher Donnelly may have a little bit of pace over Jack Meads. Jack Meads has got more engine height in that boat. See the little rooster tail coming from that boat, mate? It looks like it's he's definitely using either a lot of trim or it's got a lot of engine height in it. Maybe just dropping a little bit of drive that way. But
check this, Bisho, coming onto the front straight, side by side. Look at this for a little bit of a drag race. Holding the nose in the air is the big kahuna.
Maxie Seckham is on the hard charge. He's actually got managed to shuffle his brother back down the order. He's running around the outside of Riley Bride. Riley's got the pressure on now, and she runs that tight line. This is absolutely on, Lumpy.
This is great. Fantastic racing. Yeah, there might be an issue with Jack's boat there. Like you said, it's just seemed to be off the pace compared to yesterday.
Look at the rooster tail as they exit this corner, mate. Jack has got much more of a rooster tail than Fletcher, and Fletcher's just driving right past him. Look at that. So Jack's definitely got something going on there, which is a shame for Jack because he was very, very well. He's red hot yesterday, wasn't he? So down the bottom turn, and I tell you what,
it's on Maxie at this stage out in front. He's put a few boat links between him and Riley in the
Oh, Max stands it up. So does Riley. Max can close the door now if he wants. So he'll try and get that pole position as quickly as he can to try and hold everybody out. But good effort there, Max Seckham on the hard charge.
Yeah, absolutely. He did well. He was in third place, and he just plucked them off one by one, which is fantastic. So
I thought you said plucked.
One by one, but they tend to hold the nose on him a fair bit around this coming down the front straight, which is great. And this is all driving craft as well.
Yeah, these kids are the tunnel boat races of the future. I mean, they're the tunnel boat races of now, but they'll all step up into the bigger classes, and when they do, Lumpy, they're going to have the experience under their belts. They're not going to go in just cold. They're going to it's just going to be the speed will increase, but the craft will stay the same. Riley Bride doing a great job still, but she just maybe that 1 or 2 mile an hour down, or not even that, it wouldn't be that much, but just a half a mile an hour down on top end, I reckon. And sometimes running on pole can be a bit harder because you need to hold the tight line, and of course you wash off more speed doing that. So sometimes that pole 2 or 3 can actually be nicer. You can
carry speed around the corner.
Yep. So, but now that Max has poked his nose into the lead, he
certainly gets some height in that, isn't he?
He's not shy of the up button, is he? Young Maxie boy. And no wind around this morning, so I guess they can afford to be a little bit brave, but you don't want to be too brave.
I've seen a few of these go over backwards.
So have I, mate. So have I. I've also seen they do this weird thing where when they spin in the corner, they nosedive.
Yep.
For whatever reason, this particular type of hull, when they go around in a corner, they seem to want to submarine themselves. So Fletcher Donnelly now, he's made up a bit of ground, but still can't sort of bridge that gap between himself and Jackson Seckham.
Fletcher's done a great job considering his boat stalled coming off the line, and then he got back into it, so he's back up into 4th place, which is great.
Yeah, really, when that boat stopped, that should have been last place there and then, given how even these boats are,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. The big kahuna now just having its nose in the air, coming down the straight. The conditions here, Bisho, this morning, you couldn't ask for better conditions, could you?
Absolutely.
There's no breeze whatsoever. They get to hang the boats a little bit higher than probably they have been over the last couple of days.
Yeah,
they'd be loving it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you can be brave on the up button when it's not too windy, but you still don't want to be too brave in a tunnel boat.
Correct.
On the up button, it'll be interesting when we see the big boys. I think they're coming out next, Lump. Formula GP races, we've got 2 of them coming up. Those boys will be dialing some trim in. It'll be fun to watch guys like Reece Cole, who are absolutely just totally experienced in this game, hanging the boats on the absolute ragged edge.
I wonder
what's like this. Look at the trim in it.
I was just going to say, it reminds me of the Trim King, Maxie does. He's been watching too much of the Trim King.
I'd like to see him in a 1750 Bullet. So race continues on. And
you're right about the Bud Light machine. It just seems to be something not right with that, because Fletcher's actually put more gap between him and Jack at this stage, so it's crazy.
Yeah,
they'll go back and work on it, I'm sure, and sort it out for the next race.
Well, his dad, Dave Mead's down there.
Mate, he's all over it.
He'd be like a fat kid on a cupcake. One of the stalwarts of the Victorian Outboard Club is Dave. I've known Dave for over 30 years now, and he's raced everything there is to race. Tunnels, monos, and all of it he's done well. So I'm sure whatever issue's going on in that boat, Dave will be straight onto it. But yeah, it's definitely off the pace for whatever reason, whether they've done a prop change for this morning. You know, sometimes you look at the conditions and you go, hey, it's perfect, it's smooth, we'll go bigger in prop, and you think that it's going to be the right move, and all of a sudden you realise it's not the right move, you know. So it's always a little bit of a guessing game sometimes too. I see the Bud Light team down there. My man Levi, Captain Spin Witten down there. Captain Chaos.
Oh, is that the Spin King, is
The
it?
Spin King himself. I don't know if he can hear us down there. I don't think he can. So Riley Bride still running through there in second place. She's doing an awesome job. And she's just not too far off the pace, is she? It just, but you'd have to say that Max is just, they've got the setup on that boat just perfect this morning for the conditions.
Perfect, yeah, exactly what I was going to say. Perfect for the conditions, and he's put a little bit more acreage between him and Riley now, so he's doing a fantastic job out there in front of the Big Kahuna.
And we're seeing a yellow flag being prepared. Gracie doing a great job up there in the tower. Winnie Blue hanging out her gob.
She's doing a smoking ceremony.
Welcome to country. Oh, there's a bit of a back off there from Jackson.
I did hear that.
What went on there? Maybe he got a bit high. I just caught out the corner of my eye and heard it actually.
Fletcher Donnelly now just coming down the front straight to greet the yellow flag for 1 lap to go, and as well as Jack Meads, he'll come down now to greet the yellow flag, but straight behind him we got the Big Kahuna to take the win.
Great run, and almost putting a lap there on Jack Meads as he does that. So the Big Kahuna, Maxi Seckham, a solid domination there in actual fact. And I'll tell you what, a great drive as well. Very, very close, very competitive. Riley Bride, ladies and gentlemen. The Bride Racing Phantom Machine. Into third place is Jackson Seckham coming through. Sorry, I'm getting my Seckhams confused. Yes, it is Jackson.
It is Jackson.
Max Jackson. Jackson Seckham coming through in the Go RV. So a bookend result for the second boys.
That's it. And Fletcher Donnelly now just coming across the line in the 200 machine. And rounding out the field now, just coming around that top turn boy, will be Jack Meads, and I'm pretty sure that Dave will take that back and be all over it like a fat kid on a cupcake.
So Jack Meads, he won't be happy with that. Not the result they were looking for, but gives them something to do this morning.
Yeah, that's it. Either that or be on a strict diet for the rest of the week.
So put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Max Seckham in the Big Kahuna. Taking a solid win. Keep it going there for Riley Bride at second place. Riley's one of my favourites. You never know what colour Riley's hair is going to be when you see her. She's purple, I think, at the moment.
I have noticed that. Definitely noticed that.
She's a jet. Don't worry about that. She's also come up through the junior ranks lump, spent her time in the junior boat, and very, very competitive as well. Mum's down the front here. She'd be pretty happy. She is very happy. Josie. Jackson Seckham there coming through. So there's a solid third there for Jackson. I wonder what the discussion in the second pits will be. One will be happy, one will be like, hey, this boat needs to go faster. Yeah. Good effort there from that young fella, Fletcher Donnelly there in boat 200 after a shocking start to actually make up a spot. And Jack Meads is charging back to the pit.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He wants to make changes straight away. So he won't be happy at all.
Definitely not happy. Looks like we've got some tunnel boat action happening out the front.
We do, mate. They're all getting themselves organised. So that's going to be some good racing. We might just take a little bit of a break in proceedings, you and I, and we will be back with tunnel boat racing in just a moment. This is the 2026 EC Griffith Cup race meeting. Hope you're enjoying it both here on site and at home on GP Hydro live streaming. before all of these clouds.
Correct.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Get the jump.
Well,
Oh,
what's going on? What's happened here? Boats have stopped. Oh, no. Right, Tate Ramsey stopped. The hatches come over. What's going to happen here, boys?
Looks like Lockie Bella might have stopped. Tate Ramsey.
Lockie has stopped. Tate Ramsey stopped. Are they going to let the race go?
Looking at the race officials, there's a lot of hands in the air.
Will they let them go? Let's assume that they will, boys. Here we go. White flag flying high. Look at on the far outside. That's Anderson. He wants to run out of go. This is it, boys. It is on. Up into turn number 1. We got 2 boats stopped.
There's not very you're going to see 2 GP hydroplanes in Australia, the 2 best in the world. Nobody's giving up.
Harrow pushing hard on the inside. Lupton not giving an inch. This is unbelievable stuff, boys. I tell you what, the goosebumps are up. Harrison gets on the screen. Up the front cellar. There's smoke. There's smoke.
There's smoke.
It's boat. It's Lupton. Lupton is out. Lupton's on fire! It is over for the Kiwis! Lupton pulled up! He's back in the second place! Harrison, can he take number 10, Lumpy?
He will take number 10.
Oh,
He'll come around now.
Yellow flag, Harrow needs to bring it home. He's starting to lap boats now. Here's Lupton, a big fire! To go to get number 10. Go, you good thing, up into the top turn. Grant Harrison, he has tried for years to try and put number 10 in the bag, and he's half a lap away, ladies and gentlemen. He's marking in second place in the 101. Harrison, 1 corner to go. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, wave your hands and programs for Australia. Grant Harrison, GP1 wins. Number 10, 2026, BC Griffith Cup. Oh, get out of line out.
You need a Bex and a lie down, do you?
Third place.
Anderson
Motorsports. And Benny Clark in the second place, ladies and gentlemen, the GP 101. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Grant Harrison, please put your hands together. Wave your hands and programs as he comes round. Harrow, number 10. EC Griffith Cup. And what a race. Condolences, Ken Lupton was pushing him all the way.
That was neck and neck for the first 2 laps, and then all of a sudden we saw smoke.
Oh, Kenny Lupton will be devastated. The Kiwis will be devastated. Anderson Motorsports, 3rd place in the Griffith Cup. You've got to be
happy with that.
Harrow don't want to stop. Harrow don't want to stop. He's just going to keep driving that boat till it runs out of fuel. Keep it up for him. Red flags are out now. Grant Harrison, he'll be in tears in that cockpit, I reckon, boys.
Number 10, Bisho.
Number 10, he's been chasing it so long, J-Mo.
I reckon he done that extra lap and said, Keithy boy, Dad, that one's for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon you're right, mate.
You'd definitely be a bit emotional right now.
Rescue 1.
as will a lot of people, a lot of Australians. The GC Griffith Cup stays in Australia. I'll see you boys back here next year.
I tell you what, that's probably one of the best and fastest racings I've ever seen. Unfortunately, it only lasted for 2 laps. Imagine if it went to the 3 or 4, however many the Griffith Cup is. I tell you what, I still wouldn't know who won if both boats kept going.
Yeah, look, Harrow did have a good break on Ken. He was probably 3 or 4 boat lengths, but you just don't know.
But that's what happened. He neck and neck, and then he took like he made about 3 boat lengths on him, and then all the smoke came out of it. So it obviously showed signs before he let go.
What a shame for Kenny Lupton, but hey, that's what it's all about, boys. Harrow's been in the same position many times.
Many times. I've seen Harrow break a propeller blade here on a Friday and didn't race Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, that's exactly
just
right.
too much gear apart.
Yeah, they did. They broke propeller shafts, and the whole boat was too much of a mess to put back together. But the GP1 team, Big Terror, he'll be going off down there in the pits. Please give it up to Harrow, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes past. He can hear you, he can see you now. He probably can't hear you, to be fair. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Wave your hands for Harrow.
That's cool.
Number 10, Griffith Cup for GP1. Number 12 for the team.
Ken's out of his boat, just giving him a round of applause as he goes past.
Yeah, we'll get Kenny Lupton very gallant in defeat there, but what a shame for him. I wish that had gone the full distance, boys.
Same.
I'd love to know what happened at the start. I'm just looking at Blake Ramsey's hand positions, and it looks like we got something cutting over or something. So
I wonder whether maybe there was a coming together or something.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Bisho, we've got the Formula
we'll see, 'cause
GPs
it took two boats out. That's the problem.
all lined up in front of us.
Yeah, no, that's All lined up, really Lumpy, good ready crowd to because- go. This is reverse order. So Reese Coles on the far outside, Simon Troy, Ewan Bricker there, Nick Coles, Matty Jordan, Hadley Deegan, and the great man himself, Blake Coldy there in the timber boat. We were just talking about that off air, mate. It's a beautiful, stealthy looking boat, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love the whole. I like clean race boats. you know,
Yeah.
although like Bricker's one.
Well, they all are. Actually,
They're all great.
to be honest,
but-
there's not a shitbox out
No,
there.
that's
is there?
exactly
They're
right.
all beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only S box is the one that I drive, sitting in the car park.
No, mine's next to it. Right. Nick Coles, of course, out from New Zealand as well. He's our other Kiwi competitor other than...
Yeah, mate, they come out and they bring a whole crew of them out every single time. Sponsored by none other than Lucas Oils.
Oh, they do a great job, don't they? Had a good sit down with Rolf last night from Lucas Oils. Gee, they're passionate about their motorsport. They do a great job with it, Lum.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, and get right behind it. I think we discussed that yesterday. Not only powerboat racing, but drag racing, the drag boats, the cars, the top fuel cars, everything.
Yep.
So,
No, it's great to have him on board, and he's just a lovely bloke too. I had a good chat. Found a little bit about his life story last night, Lum. He's done a lot of stuff.
yeah, that's great, eh?
The big fella. So
Flags out. We've got one flag down.
GP boats on the water.
Hadley Deegan just
from the
absolutely
drone.
duck shot in the you know what, but Reese Cole's on the outside. This is, I don't want to look at this turn.
Watch him come in now, mate. Oh, Reese Cole's very tight on everybody there from the outside. In fact, we've got one boat dropping to the outside there. That was pretty wild, Lumpy.
It was, mate. It looks like Matthew Jordan was the loser out of all that, unfortunately. But Reese Cole's now, Ewan Bricker, Hadley Deegan. Ewan Bricker leads him down the front straight, but Reese Cole's very hot on his tail. And Simon Troy in a very solid fourth place. He's just about to go on the outside of Hadley Deegan here going into the top turn, boy.
Tell you what, Lumpy, I was just watching that on the drone footage, that first corner. Reece Coles changed about. I'm not sure what the rules are on that, but I tell you what, he was very, very aggressive. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But
more controversy.
More controversy, I think. But that was very, very wild indeed. But it settled down into a little bit of a pattern now. So I'd be interested to be a fly on the wall with the discussions after that one. But Ewan Bricker is the man that's taken advantage. Look at Reece Coles dropping in and out of the wash. Simon Choi sitting back there into third place. Reece Coles trying everything here. He does another lane change. He's dropping in and out of the wash. And Ewan Bricker just trying to find a way of getting around him. But I tell you what, Ewan's in a dominant position at the moment, love.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Simon Troy, mate. He went into that bottom turn, boy, very, very, very hard. He's chasing Reece Coles and he's not giving up. He's just gone to the outside of Reece now. He was back on the inside of him. You don't know whether he's going to change, but he's changed again. Look at this.
Look at that. Yeah, Reece.
Now he's going back out.
So aggressive, Lumpy. He really wants to try and get this done, but at the moment, Ewan's saying, you know what, I've got the pace.
They're just changing positions all the time, so they're going inside the wash, outside the wash. These are the two behind. So we're talking about Reece Coles and Simon Troy running behind Ewan Bricker. Ewan Bricker's leading the way at the moment. Hadley Deegan in 4th place. Nick Coles in 5th place.
Oh yeah,
6th place is the Tepper machine, and unfortunately Matty Jordan was the one that lost out of that top turn, boy, and he's rounding out the field. Coming back onto the main straight now, Ewan Bricker, absolutely on fire at this stage.
I tell you what though, the real race here, Lumpy, is these two guys at the moment. Keep your eye on Reece Coles and Simon Troy. They are both changing lanes every corner, sometimes halfway through the corners. They are being super aggressive.
Simon Troy there just hanging that boat up in the air, trying to get some more air underneath it down that back straight. It looks like Ewan Bricker's pulled away from Reece Coles a fair bit.
Yeah, I don't know, Lumpy. We'll watch them as they go up through the top turn. Watching them again on the screen. Have a look at this drone footage, Lumpy. Simon Troy really trying to force a passage up the inside here, Lumpy. And Reece Coles certainly not letting him. But Simon Troy, he's zigzagging. Look, he goes to the inside again now. And Reece Coles just covering him off. So I tell you what, you're watching some of the best in the world here. Absolutely no holds barred, Lumpy.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate. So looks like Reece now has just closed the gap ever so slightly between himself and Ewan Bricker. But Simon Troy in 3rd position, waiting for something to happen. He'll be all over him.
Just bit of comment. Oh yeah, and geez, Simon Troy again right through both boats washes, really pushing hard. But Ewan Bricker still race leader now. Reece Coles throwing some really big trim into that boat down the front straight away. Simon Troy's not going anywhere though, is he? Look at him, he changes lanes again as he comes into that corner, just trying to find everything. Hadley Deegan and Nick Coles having a good battle as well here.
Yeah, they are indeed. Hadley Deegan keeping a very solid 4th place there, but Nick Coles, look at that.
Oh, Nick
has come around that corner ever so tight. He's just lost a bit of acreage between himself and Hadley Deegan. Blake Coldrake coming around the corner now, and of course Matty Jordan rounding out the field.
We didn't catch that on the live stream, Lumpy, but you and I saw Nick Coles have a big hook there, nearly went around.
Yeah, just dropped in on the sponson, on the left-hand sponson, and just threw him back into the corner a little bit harder than what it should be. Ewan Bricker now is just, look at this, is actually put a little bit more between him and Reece now. The gap did close there for a little bit, but now Ewan has just put a little bit more boat lengths between him and Reece. And of course Simon Troy.
The interesting part for me, Lumpy, is that the fight going on between Reece Coles and Simon Troy is probably holding them both up a little bit, and Ewan Bricker's capitalising on that. But Simon Troy gets another hose down now as he drives through the rooster tail of Reece Coles. And we've got the tunnel boat expert has made his way back into the commentary box.
Oh, the afternoon shift.
Jamie Butler, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay, guys. But check out this 4 Tree Lawyers Tunnel Boat Series, mate. I tell you what, the top 3 guys at the moment, I missed the start, but what did I miss? Was it
mate, I tell you what, absolute aggression from Reece Coles. He started outside, he shut the door. I don't know what the rules are about that, but he certainly came across the 15 poles. He may have had enough room to do it, but I tell you what, it was super aggressive from Reece. and it's put him up into second spot, starting on the outside pole. But him and Simon Troy have been changing lanes and trying to get round each other. It's a very aggressive battle going on right here at the
Simon
moment.
Troy just flipped up that left-hand sponsor there, got a little bit up in the air to the side, but still charging very, very hard. Ewan Brick are doing a stellar job out front, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, mate. Now they're going to start coming into some lap traffic as we see Matty Jordan and Blake Coldy having their own little battle, and Bricker arrives on the scene now.
So Bricker may get him up this back straight, or it'll be interesting if they get to the top of that turn, boys. So Bricker now just on the inside. This is when you've got to rely on your radio man to tell you what's happening with the traffic behind you, whether to stick wide, but Ewan now just going up on the inside of Matt Jordan to go into that top turn, boy. The next one will be Blake Coldrake. But the guys giving each other a lot of room and a lot of racing respect there as well. So this will be interesting between Reese Coles and Simon Troy as they come up into the lap traffic. They're battling with each other. Once they get into the lap traffic, you see a couple of mobile chicanes ahead of you. Which way do you go?
Well, this is where Simon Troy can sit back and go, all right, maybe Reese makes a mistake, maybe he just gets hung up by a slower boat. Although Blake Coldy there does a beautiful job in just running wide there and letting Reese go on with his race. But what'd you pick up there, J-Mo?
Oh, Blake Coldy is getting a little bit high going down that back straight, just getting a bit game and feeling the boat. Nice little battle to it out the back here.
Yeah, we were saying that too between Hadley Deegan and Nick Coles.
Nick Coles, yeah.
They sort of haven't, done much as far as boat length's concerned. They're still pretty much all stayed the same. But what I have noticed is Simon Troy's just backed off the back of Reese Coles, and I think that was to do with that bottom turn, boy.
Yeah, that's right. Matty Jordan there. Matty Jordan being quite aggressive because he's locked in his battle there. He's trying to catch Blake Coldy there, so he's not leaving heaps of room as we see yellow flag, boys. So yellow flag comes out. We are on the final lap. Gee, that went quick. The action's been hot and fast.
I was going to say, very, very quick.
And Ewan Bricker race leader, and this is an epic win for Ewan Bricker. Great effort there to hold off the charging pack.
Very solid second place, Reese Coles. Third place, Simon Troy in the mainline machine.
Wowee, what a race. And a charge to the line there between Blake Coldy, and he just holds out Matty Jordan there. So a good battle further down in the pack. And this will be fourth and fifth here. Shuts the door there. Nick Coles has to go through his right. And there was plenty going on there, but Hadley Deegan picks up fourth place.
Nick Coles, did you see the angle on that boat? He's come around and he's just turned it in. I thought he was going to own a turn, boy.
Wowee. And nobody wants to hit a turn, boy.
No.
I do occasionally.
Especially one to my right.
Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ewan Bricker, Team Bricker Racing, solid win there for him. From like pole.
Be interesting if we see a replay of the drone footage of that start.
Yeah.
I'm gutted I missed it.
Well, we'll try and get
it sort of went up and Reese Coles was on the outside, and I actually said to Bisho, I don't want to look at this. And next thing he just come across, and no, it was a fantastic start.
So that was race one, Four Tree Lawyers.
That was race one, correct.
Four Tree Lawyers, thank you, mate, for remembering the sponsors like I forgot.
That's all right. That's what we do. But yeah, spewing I missed the start. I love these boats for that reason.
Yeah, well, do you know what,
Lots
mate?
of boats,
If you can't do your job while you're here, mate, it's as simple as that.
Well, I'm sorry, but I take priority as being father.
Yeah, apparently,
who I think my daughter wants to kill me.
Look what 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, so let's go back to Millie. What happened?
Just lost power. We're not really sure. We just it had some strange one-way valve in between the pump bowl and the tank. So Tiny came over and to throw that over his shoulder, and so we did that, pulled that out. We found a little split in the hose as well up on the engine, which we're not really sure if that's the problem, but we just changed it. But yeah, I think it's time we've got to buy our own boat.
Yeah, mate. Well, I mean, you're one of the richest guys on the Hawkesbury, so I don't know why you haven't already.
Well, believe it or not, I'm not. Don't forget, I live in the Hawkesbury with Dave Coldy, Rob Constable, the tomato farmer Paul Vella.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're amongst them?
Yeah.
Look,
You're up there with them?
She's here.
I wouldn't
Millie's here. She's still smiling.
yeah, she's
good.
now. She's eating pancakes.
Well, she's got pancakes. Why wouldn't she be smiling?
So Tiny give you some advice, did he?
Yep.
He's
Tiny?
He's a good man.
Oh, there's Tiny down there. No one can hear us down here with our mics because there's no speakers down there. So we talk about them and they can't hear us. But, well, Millie's been sort of boat racing this morning. Actually led the race, Millie. You led the race on that first lap. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
And then you killed the boat. So what's that all about?
I don't know. I just keep, because I try to go full throttle down that straight and keep up with everyone, and it just kept losing power. And I'm like, what the heck is this boat doing? Go, go, go. And it's not.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but I tell you what, it's teaching about boat racing. Like, get used to it, mate, because it happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
Happens. Oh well.
It's the way it goes. Well, you drove really well. I was very impressed with your lines through the corners. You got into first place because of the way you drove through that first corner. So, very well done, mate. Unfortunately, you can't help what happens with the boat, but in terms of skill, very impressive.
Thank you.
Good job. Now you get into those pancakes because they
So
look pretty
yum.
epic, actually.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Sharing.
Geez, she leads up the back straight and now I got kicked out of the pancakes. What do you think, you're a boat driver or something?
Anyone thinks he's a blown boat driver?
So boats out on the water, just looking there, Sammy Lucas, Will Parker, Lockie Bride, and we should have Caleb Frost there. So the next round of tunnel boats hitting the water.
I tell you what, boys, I'm looking forward to the final of the Four Tree Lawyers AFGP later this afternoon.
I am.
Sam Lucas,
Yep.
Reece Cole,
Yep.
Simon Troy, Ewan Bricker.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
just to name a few. Like, there's
And-
going to be 15 odd boats in this race later on. It's
tell
going
you-
to be a humdinger.
I'll tell you what else, J-Mo, the quality of the rest of the field is just... even these ski racing guys
Yep,
that have come in, they're all super quick, you know. Just saw Troy Hoodie just go past then. Gee, first race, like,
Yep.
what do you mean, mate? You're
Yeah.
right up in the pack and challenging.
I
mate.
ran into him.
message.
Yeah, I ran into him this morning out the back there and congratulated me. He goes, "Oh, that was fun." And then he said, "I'm going to have a go today."
Funniest thing, last time I saw Troy Hood, he was at Paradise Cafe down at Lowell Pool, and then I don't know what language he was talking or what dance he was trying to do, but it didn't look anything pretty.
It's called fluent drunkenness.
I tell you what, I was down with Troy and Paul Sane and a group of guys this morning.
Getting a kebab.
But I did say to Paul, this was like a Lebanese kebab shop down here on Friday afternoon, but which he had a laugh about. He said, "I'm not even Lebanese, Bish." And I'm like, "That's okay, mate.
You are now.
You are now. If the commentator says you are." But they just having a grouse time.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
laughing and picking on each other, and it's just really good to see all these guys having heaps of fun. What's Will Parker doing, trying to hose his own crew down?
I don't know what the story was there.
I tell you what, don't we have the best view just here? Look at those boats. That Bride racing machine, it's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I love the livery on that particular thing. Now, one of our competitors has said
He doesn't. He doesn't like the Toon Boys though.
No. Looks like we're going to take the rear cowling here off the Bride machine. We've got Dad on the back deck.
Now, Mitch Williams has sent me a picture.
Oh, I thought he was supposed to stay off AI.
No, it's not AI.
I actually saw Mitch. He's got engine problems.
He sent me. I'm
Yeah,
just
we
looking
said
at it. It's the throttle linkage he sent me, but I can't. I might be crazy, but I can't see what's actually wrong.
The throttle linkage from his foot to the pedal. That part of the
The
linkage.
throttle linkage between his brain to his foot.
It looks like it's missing a bolt there or something. I don't know. I can't really tell. Can you tell what's wrong with that lumpy? Something's going on. Here we go. We're getting locked and loaded here as we load the last boat into the start grid, which is Troy Hood. We got Caleb Frost as our
That's
pole
exactly
man.
what it is, Bisho. There should be a bolt. They've got witness marks here. There should be a bolt there, so when it comes down, it brings the throttle on. The bolt fell out of the carburetor.
All right, so I don't see him on the start grid, mate. So it's obviously drama for Mitch. It's a shame for Mitch. He's as much he's a little bit weird. We do love him.
Little bit weird.
I was trying to be.
He's like your weird cousin. You like him, but he's just a bit weird.
He's just not like the other boys.
He blew.
Yeah.
He's a wag.
He blew me a kiss yesterday morning, and I don't know if I felt good or weird about it.
I tell you what, young Hoodie's got a hard heat here, boys. He's
He has.
got Sam Lucas, got Lockie Bry, got Will Parker, Caleb Frost, and then the Pink Machine. That's a
So I was talking, like I said, I was talking to Troy this morning, and there was no seat in that when Aaron was driving it because he couldn't fit in it with the seat. So it spent about 4 hours putting a seat into it.
Is that because Aaron couldn't fit his head in?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm glad that the Marine boys painted them slightly differently, but I tell you what, there's not much in it, is there?
No, there's definitely not.
There's definitely not. I had to look twice when you said slightly different.
21 is Caleb Frost.
Oh, so Caleb's in
And
pole 1.
15 is Sam.
It's Sam Lucas out of 4. Lockie Bright out of 2. Will Parker out of 3.
And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Troy Hood. Our old mate Hayden Chesser always says words are hard. I find numbers hard.
Numbers hard.
Yeah, I do. My father was a bank manager too. I wish I had inherited some of his mathematical prowess. Great footage coming from Airscape Media. Andy doing a beautiful job as always.
That is a cracking view, isn't it, on the live stream at the moment?
Well, that's actually from Paulie down here, who's right on the point there. Good on you, Paulie. Nice shot.
Thank you. All right, we've got a white flag up.
Will Parker with an absolute cracker start there, and Lockie Bride, but it's all Will Parker at this stage, taking him out to the top turn, boy.
So up in the top turn, boys, and I'm watching from the drone footage here, boys, because this is where it all happens, and it looks all very tidy and clean down turn number 1. A little bit close between the two lead boats, a little bit of almost a sponson kiss there, but they didn't touch, and down
Oh!
2. It is tight.
Very, very tight. Close the gate on Lockie Bride there in second position.
So we've got a great effort there from Lockie Bride.
Sam Lucas, by looks of it, has moved up into second place.
Yeah, those Optimaxes, Jamo,
They're like a rubber band. Once you've wound them up and let them go, they get going. Big wheel stand too from Sam Lucas out of that bottom turn. But at the moment, it's all Will Parker really starting to show his way. But I'll tell you what, we'll be looking in those mirrors going, uh-oh, Sam's on his way.
Sam is on his way. He's on the hard charge. Can he get it done? Lockie Bride. Riley was out earlier on. Doing a great job up in the third place. Then it's Caleb Frost and then Troy Hood rounding out the field as they head up back into the top turn. JMO, this is starting to become a little bit processional, but we need to keep our eye on Sammy Lucas, I think.
I was just about to say Will Park would be looking in that mirror hard. We've seen that white and red machine.
Oh, he's left sorry, mate, but he left the door open a little bit there for Sam.
Absolutely. See Sam slide that through the washer, and I love that. So cool. But look at down out the back. Woody's still pushing very hard, going to try and catch Caleb Frost. This is the Four Trees Lawyers AFGP, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't get much better than this.
No, pushing on, and it is, at the moment, it's all about Will Parker holding a pretty solid lead at the moment. Lucas makes some ground runs, a totally different line to Will Parker. He's having to do something different because he hasn't got any top end on him, so he's going to have to try and do something in the corners here. Sammy Lucas will throw everything at it as he slides and drifts and runs that wide line now, boys.
Will Parker's been driving tunnel boats for a long, long time, as I've said, but he goes up the inside, trying to say he's throwing everything at him. Bisho, he's going left lane, left lane. He just can't seem to find a way around. Lockie Bride sitting in a nice, comfy third position. It's then into Caleb Frost, then into Troy Hood in the pink machine.
So Sammy Lucas, I just don't think he's got any top end. J-Mo, it's going to have to be in the corners if he's going to get it done. That's why we're seeing such aggression from him both coming in and on the exits. Plenty of trim in the boat. And I think he may have made up a little bit of ground. I might get the stopwatch going on these guys, J-Mo.
Yeah, sounds good. I think Will Parker's just starting to pull on Sam Lucas a little bit, getting a bit of acreage between the two. We'll try and see if we can get a split between them. Bisho's on the stopwatch as we speak.
So Lucas now dives in hard. Will Parker just doing everything to cover him off and doing a beautiful job of it at the moment. So Will Parker, he runs him wide into that turn and obviously just trying to maintain that momentum. We'll try and get a split on him here. Nearly 2 seconds, 1.58 seconds is the split.
I'd love to know the lap time difference between these two and then Reese and Ewan from the first race would be interesting.
Yeah, I probably should have got that, mate. Sorry. I'll do that next time. Well, in the final, we'll see it for live.
At least we'll hear for the commentary and get to see the start of it.
All right, let's have a look at the split now as they come through again as this battle continues. There's really nothing in it, is there? .9, so 1/10 of a second Will Parker made up on that lap. So Will Parker, the man on the move, and at the moment, Sammy Lucas, although he's trying everything.
Oh, Hoodie's gone for a little look up the inside.
Oh, he is too, look at this.
This might get a bit squishy.
Hopefully Frosty knows he's there. Hoodie.
Go the Hood.
Hey, that's great stuff, isn't it?
I love that. The old flying pink machine. Side by side down into the back turn. I think Woody's going to just make ground on him here, Bisho. He's pulling away line.
He's made another 7/10 unofficial, Will has. So Will Parker pulling away from Sam Lucas. Riley Bride still in the third. The wheel battle, and we'll try and get this on the live stream. We'll try and get this battle going on the live stream because Troy Hood is actually, it's not even a battle anymore, is it, boys? Troy Hood has smoked Caleb Frost.
Yeah, absolutely. Troy Woods is just going, I'm going up the inside here and you can't catch me. But I tell you what, still man of the moment, Will Parker. I think Sammy Lucas is going, I'm going to just relax here, take second and get the points.
Sam loses another 0.7 on that lap, so Will Parker on the hard charge.
Lockie Bride's got the boat sitting beautiful, the beautiful pink and green machine. That's a very nice sort out boat, Bish. I don't know if you had a chance to have a look at it, but very clean and tidy, and they all wear different Crocs, pink and a green Croc. I reckon that's pretty cool.
Isn't it? The Bride family, a Ripper family, they're from the Victorian Speedboat Club, and Darren comes from a motorbike racing background. He knows how to make things go fast. Like, that's an older boat, but they've certainly got it dialed in very, very nicely for what they're working with. Gap didn't change that time between Will Parker and Sam Lucas, so Sam Lucas managing to hold fire on that lap.
I can't get over the pink machine of Troy. He's just driving unreal all weekend, considering it's his first race weekend.
The aggressive move on Caleb Frost there was very, very, aggressive.
Yeah. Not sure if his wife Danny is here this weekend, but I'm sure she's watching on the live stream. But Danny, I think you've made him buy it. You're going to have to, it's going to cost you a lot of money because he's going to want to go faster now.
I think he's enjoying it, mate. Sam Lucas makes up a couple of tenths there, but really nothing in at the moment.
as this race just unwinds now and everybody's getting into a bit of a comfy procession. But Will Parker's going to come into lap traffic now. We've got 1 lap to go, Bisho. He might sit back pretty comfy there.
Sam Lucas makes up another couple of tenths, boys. So, and as you just said, Jamie, the traffic could come into play here, mate. So, you know, does Will Parker get caught up a little bit? Does Sam try and run? Oh, Will Parker, I reckon, had something went on there. Sam's made some ground on him in that top corner. I reckon Will had a little bit of a hook. So now this is where
check the flag now anyway. So,
oh, there we
Will
go.
Parker's got it.
I miss the yellow. Will Parker takes the win over Sam Lucas. In a dominating performance by both of them. Fairway back to Riley Bride.
Yeah.
Lockie Bride.
Riley's next year, I think.
Yeah, well, she was in race before.
yeah. Next year in this class. But Fortree Lawyers, I tell you what, they're going to be pretty excited about that. Like, both races were just battles everywhere, weren't they?
That's really good. And as you said, mate, can't wait for the final.
Yeah. So I love this.
Look at it. Trailer trim, mate. It's not a 1750 bullet in a ski race, son.
He came around that bottom corner and I thought, that's the best I've seen him go around the corner, and then all of a sudden it started to kite, and I'm thinking, he's going to get wet.
He's got excited with the crowd trim.
He might have to thank that sponsor swim 1, 2, 3 on the side of his boat once and for all.
Oh my God! I tell you what though, he's been kissed on the you-know-what by an angel there. But he now knows where the limit is.
Yeah, 100%.
We taught him a lesson and an inexpensive lesson.
Yeah.
And it gave us great entertainment.
Absolutely.
100%. And the dry cleaners are now open for the race suit change.
I was just looking at Tiny then, and he had a belly. You know how you people laugh and you get the belly bounce? Tiny had the biggest belly bounce of that, and laughing. It was,
give it up to the boys. Great job.
There's Denny. How you going, Denny?
Where's Denny?
Just down there. See if we can get... Hey, Denny, what did you think of that?
That nearly wasn't good, I can tell you.
It was nearly 1, 2, 3 swim. Oh, that's made my day.
That
We've talked him up
fantastic.
all race. He does a huge crowd trim as he finishes.
Jamie, you know and I know that you're not a boat racer if you're not a show-off, right?
100%.
He's learnt very, very quickly this weekend, hasn't he?
I was worried about that. You know, you have your first race, you're loving it, you're getting comfy, you're passing some people, you just get a bit more, you know, confident, cocky, and then next minute you're on your head backwards.
That's as close, I think, as I've seen one go without actually going.
Yeah, and I think the only reason he saved it, he's pulled his foot out of it. Like, I don't think Trim would have fixed that one.
No, and quite often
not.
when you back out of it, it will blow them over as well.
Right.
So they lose drive.
Did you see how it lifted that right-hand sponsor too? Normally when you lose air like that, it's seal bay.
Yeah. Well, he's
That
probably
is what saved it, so the air went out from underneath it.
Exactly what I was about to say, Lump. Yeah, it washed all the air out. Wow.
I believe I can fly.
I hope Rolfie got that. It was Rolf here today. I haven't seen him, but that would have been cool if Rolf would have got some.
They might have some footage on the live stream.
Yes, we're having trouble commentating to our screen, so if our commentary is not what you're seeing at home,
Yeah, we do apologise.
We do apologise, but
Well, that got the heart started.
oh wow, that was good, wasn't it? That was great. So next on our program is our Oz Lights. Spoke to Dewey Nichols this morning. They've got, as we saw, had a surging issue with that boat.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, so Dad was working hard on it. They reckon they might have it sorted this morning, so hopefully Dewey gets a good run.
What engine's in that bish?
Other than the Holy Smoke boat, they're all the 4AGE Toyota twin cam engine.
Okay.
Which is a really cool little engine, and it's great for the job. However, they're getting old, and
As we all are.
like all of us. Unfortunately, the cars that they came in were like those classic Celica's and stuff, and people actually want them to restore those cars. It's driven the value of them up if you can find one,
Yeah, right.
and also the rebuild cost has just gone through the roof. So this is why the Mazda arrangement is so important to that category, because although they've got a lot of boats running at the moment, it will start hurting the category. It's meant to be a low-cost category, and it is a low-cost category, but if you've got engines that then need $15,000 rebuilds as opposed to going to the wreckers and buying an engine for $1,000,
Yeah.
that's not where they need to be. So we're really hoping that this Mazda thing, well, I am really hoping the Mazda thing takes off and that everyone adopts it.
That's because you work at Mazda.
Not really, we won't sell any. But I do know about those engines, and they are bulletproof.
Yeah. Are you allowed to do work to the engines in this class?
No, standard engines.
Yeah.
So standard camshafts. And this is another thing that happened. So they actually allowed a different profile camshaft for the Toyota engine to get them to compete with other stuff, and it just all got messy.
Yeah.
A bit like what Group C car racing got, and Lumpy would know about all this, but you know, in the late 80s where Group C cars really became, well, we've got to give them that diff to be competitive, we've got to give them those brakes, we've got to give him that inlet manifold, and the rule book became like War and Peace, and then enforcing it was hard, and that's not where you want to be. So you need these standard engines, you just seal them, forget about it and move on.
Yeah, totally agree. And
So that's secretly standard modified.
It's like the smock category that I competed in ski racing for like 25 years. Secretly modified, obviously cheating.
Yeah.
I went over and had a look at that Cat Racing this morning with that Toyota NASCAR motor. Very, very, very impressed.
They're a pretty engine, hey?
Yeah, very impressed.
How's the TRD rocket covers? Are they still orange in that one? Are they
red.
orange? Yeah,
Red,
reddy orangey colour.
Yeah.
I'm going to go squeeze a lemon quickly, and I'll be back very shortly. In the fuel line, it's got a one-way, like a round one-way valve. The bowl was driver bowl. No, it comes out of the tank, then it goes into this round one-way valve here. Then it goes up to the driver bowl. The driver bowl is up
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now have our 1.6 litre Ozlite hydroplanes. Bit of a messy start here as the start boat brings them down. He lets them go, but we're all over the place. Wendy Geelan's back there, and Oscar Stevenson looks like he's got drama. He goes out the back, but our man Dewey's
in the front.
Charges into turn number 1 in the S15. They had problems with that boat yesterday.
Sounds a bit better than what it was yesterday. Oscar's just got onto that thing now, so it might have had a bit of a fuel surge with it.
Problem.
We just did the commentator's curse on Dewey.
We were hoping they got that sorted out, but it looks like it's still got the same drama it had yesterday, and it's unfortunate because Dewey was leading, but I think they're going to gobble him up fairly quickly if that keeps going on. So Dewey Nichols down the front straight away. Oscar Stevenson in the fire has it. And as we interviewed Grant Harrison yesterday after his Griffith Cup win, we asked him what happened to the little boat, the Melton Toyota 1.6 hydro. Absolutely sprayed an engine, so there's nothing left.
Nothing left.
But after a Griffith Cup win, he wasn't too worried about it.
No. Take it all in your stride.
They've got a few spares in stock, but look, they're probably one of the teams that probably needs to go and do the Mazda thing, because it'd be a good thing for them to do, get involved with and get developed. But speaking of the Mazda thing, no holy smoke out there either.
I was just going to ask where that was.
So just the 3 at the moment. Wendy Geelan there. She's coming around the outside of Dewey Nichols. But Oscar Stevenson is the man on the move. One of the nice guys of powerboat racing, young Oscar. Yes, 15 doesn't seem to have stopped again. It's up and going now.
Yeah, that's what I said. It may have just got a bit of an airlock or something in the fuel system because it just sort of died out and then all of a sudden it got going again. But, it's like anything. You're going to have dramas. Oh, Dewey's got a bit of airtime.
He would have come into that corner red hot, mate. He wouldn't have lifted one little bit. I can guarantee you of that. As I said to you yesterday, Dewey, he's in the oldest boat out there, and he struggles a little bit. But in terms of his driving ability, I think he's as good as anyone. I'd love to see him in a more modern boat and see how he can compete. We just need a financial backer for him.
Someone like Butler Ware.
Just not me. Oscar Stevenson goes through.
Oh, bit of airtime underneath that one.
Where's Dewey gone?
Dewey stopped at the top turn, boy.
Yeah, so that's a shame. Dewey Nichols has stopped down the bottom end of the course as we watch Oscar Stevenson up the top end of the course, just going on his merry way. It's a little bit choppy up there after a couple of laps. I just noticed the inside spots and taking a couple of big hits. Yellow flag comes out for Oscar now in the biohazard. 1 lap to go for him.
It doesn't look very rough down there, but like you said, it's obviously some sort of couple of rollers coming in there or something.
Yeah, it does. And obviously just the wash. We spoke about it yesterday.
Correct.
Rolls and it bounces back out. Sometimes it takes a few laps for them to get back out there, and then it just gets a little bit messy, even on a morning like this. So I'm chatting to Spider Roberts in the pits this morning. Spider's built a beautiful timber flat bottom boat that he's going to be running today in the 105 category, and checkered flag comes out, so we'll just call Oscar home before we go there. But Oscar Stevenson takes a solid win in 1.6 litre. Lifts the Swanson up as he crosses the line. Tell you what, they've all come, but Oscar's been the man to outrun everybody this weekend. Chatting to Spider, unfortunately, he broke the boat at Epiloch, the timber hull, which he built himself, and he's strengthened up all the bottom of the boat, and he said, well, Yarrawonga's going to be the test for it.
Yeah, right, okay.
See how strong
This
it's
will
going to
be
be.
interesting.
Yeah.
Second place.
Wendy Gillen in the Miss Hydromania. It's a little bit fluffy, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking to myself as well. It just sounds a little bit off the pace.
Not quite as crisp as the Biohazard or even
That
Judy's.
Biohazard, that's a top little craft.
It's a
isn't
really
it?
good boat, that. Yeah, there's our start crew, Big Barney Patterson and Mikey Johnson doing a fantastic job all weekend. Hello, MJ. Nice to see you, mate. We've had a coffee with Michael this morning. We were discussing the Griffith Cup start. There was a lot going on out there.
Yeah, we'll keep that one off the airwaves today, I think. Dewey just out of his boat now. Rescue crew will go and pick him up.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
You've been spending a lot of time away.
Well, I tell you what. My beautiful wife is at home watching. I'm never going to be a single parent. Spent the last week and a half being a single parent with my wife in hospital, and not going to happen. Even if she finds someone else, I'm moving in. I'm coming too.
If you leave me, can I come too?
Yeah.
Jeez, they should turn that into a song.
Should make that a song.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving you. I'm going to go live with this guy. Okay, is there a spare room?
Fine, I'll go and live with my ex. Who's that? You.
Yeah. You told me you didn't like your ex. I do like it now. Because you're my ex. No, my darling wife's at home now from hospital.
Yeah, how did that all pan out, Jamie?
She got 5 hours sleep last night, so...
That's
Probably
better than
5
what she
hours
has
more than what
been
she's
getting.
ever gotten
Yeah.
in the last
So-
2 weeks.
Yep.
So, but no, still in some pain, but she's home, so he'll recover fairly quickly now that she's home. So shout out to my darling wife and my son at home. Next year, Drew, you'll be here, mate.
Why wasn't Drew here?
No 9.9 classes.
Ah, so, right.
Plus his boat had a hole in it.
Yeah, there was that.
But it was fixed. It
Thought
is
he
fixed.
might have come just to hang out with you blokes, though.
No, he's done that before.
I'm not
Had
coming
enough.
I'm not coming with Dad, J-Mo and Bisho again.
Yeah.
Nah, he wanted to stay home, keep Mum company, which I reckon is pretty cool.
Well,
He did want to come though.
tell him I missed him,
I will.
because he's probably the most intelligent out of the trio.
100%. Actually, saying that, I've got to go get him a shirt. He put his order in.
Speaking of shirts, go and get him a moonshine shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Whilst we're on that topic, ladies and gentlemen, the Moonshine team are raising money for MND research. So all 50% of the sales of their merchandise is going to MND. So if I want to see everybody by the end of today in a Moonshine shirt. So
Absolutely.
they're available over at the JD Land, the Perseverance marquee. So get over there and see those. And while we're on the subject of merchandise, all your other merchandise is over there at Savage Force, Mark Savage. So get on board, but definitely go and get yourself a Moonshine shirt, please.
Definitely. I'd say a lot of the teams would have them too, Bisho. I think Constables have got shirts, so the Odin team have shirts. Ramsey's have shirts with Kate Ramsey.
Yeah, exactly right. Jamie, so it looks like we got that actually, this is exciting. We got the X100 Tattoos R Us Championship coming out, qualifying for those guys as we watch Troy Cameron in the Unforgiven.
We were actually talking to Schultze last night, top bloke.
He said he's bringing his tattoo gun next time for
Yeah, we've lined up a tattoo for you, Bisho.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah. What do you reckon? What sort of tattoo would I get? Do you reckon, Lumpy?
You're going to get a picture of my head on your back.
I'm not sure my back's big enough. So this is a new arrangement for Troy Cameron. It's the Ferga hull. Nice bit of gear. He's obviously, this is his first weekend with it, so he sort of ran around at the back of the pack yesterday, which you'd totally expect for a brand new deal, but he'll be getting used to being...
Unless you're Troy Hood.
Unless you're Troy Hood, oh man. He's just lucky he's not... He'll be at the Mulwala dry cleaners right now, I reckon, after that one.
I reckon Danny's giving him some swimming lessons right now. 1, 2, 3 swim.
She's a swimming teacher, isn't she?
That's right,
Danny?
yeah.
There you go. Oh, well, at least we know Troy will be a good swimmer.
I know he's
Danny could have jumped in and swum out to him.
Absolutely. I know Troy's a good beer drinker. Or not a good beer drinker because he's not a very good speaker after he's had a couple.
Yeah, I don't know the definition of being good at drinking beer. Does that mean you can drink a lot of it and not fall down, or?
I don't know. Lumpy seems to put a lot away and not fall down. Unless he's tackled by a naked Reese Coles, which happened to him at Mildura.
Yeah, I'm still in therapy for that.
I've just seen your old mate Anthony Albanese's released the next phase of fuel saving. Lovely. Apparently we're only allowed to drive downhill now.
Mister, what was it? It's going to be a long drive home then.
Yeah. We're going to have to find
Hello all Australians, it's Anthony Albanese here, just giving you another fuel saving tip. And if you could all just drive downhill from now on, that would be fantastic.
Scotty, can you go to Paul? We've got to put this screen on this camera.
Tony Willis in Buddha just coming past the start. He's hot lap in the X100. And that didn't sound very good. Apparently this has got an injected LS in it. Let's see if it makes the same noise going down the back straight. Yeah, it does. I'm no mechanic, Lump, but could that be a rev limiter or something like that?
Yeah, probably could be. The sounds are very, very on, off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Unless it may be sitting on the cam like he's just trying to warm it up and it hasn't got off the cam. We'll see what happens now.
So that'll be interesting. It'll be good to get some lap times later on about that. The boat seemed to look smooth and nice, but yeah, it was just making some funny noise. Like Lumpy said, Bish, it could be, I don't know, on the rev limiter or something like that.
No, that was weird. That's weird what that engine was doing.
Yeah.
I've actually been asked Platchy reckons it's on the limiter. I don't know. You might be right, Platchy. He says to bring it back to 100 mile an hour. Well, maybe. You could be right, Michael. We'll find out, but it can't be good for the engine, that. I would have thought it'd throw everything out of balance and out of whack.
So we've just had word that Troy Hood's undies are clean.
No stains.
No stains.
It's your
Yeah,
call,
that's
but
what they all say,
if you
Troy.
put a single leg out towards the water, the camera won't fall in.
Platchy did ask me a good question. We had the 105 Australian Championship yesterday. I'm not sure who, it was over 2 heats and it's on points, so I'm not sure who got that. We'll check with the officials and find out for you, Michael.
Yeah, we'll try and find out. We just call it as we see it, so to speak.
And there's no chance we can add the numbers up.
Yeah.
Or not me anyway, as
We're
I said
like
before.
mushrooms.
As I said, my father was a bank manager. I didn't inherit any of his numerical skills, so... All right, that lemon needs some more juice out of it, Jamie.
You're squeezing the lemon, Bish? So I believe this is the NDC 100X hot laps. Down to face the start for his hot lap. This is the NDC X100 hot lap. So great class. Not sure or not if these guys need to go into a capsule in coming years. I'm not sure. I know there was talk of it. Boat sitting very smoothly, very nice. Okay, I'm just going to have a look on the live screen then. They had the unofficial times up on the screen. No, I've just missed it, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it only takes someone to walk behind it.
So we have today, we have the Anzac Trophy, which will be a good one.
The whole gear, Andy, it happened to him at St George, the whole lot went in the drink. Poor kid can't take a trick.
Put out a request for a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I don't think it went so much.
Hombre on the water at the moment. Did sound like as Bisho was shooting ducks going down that front straightaway. This boat is looking very, very good. We've got the timer on the side of the screen. It'll be very interesting to see what he does.
So this is our hot laps for our Tattoos RS X100 category for the National Drivers' Championship. The seagull on the back of the swan there. Anyway, there's boats on the water at the moment. Hombre, these boys are all banging the limiter, Jamo, because they're trying to nail that time.
48.42 for a lap time.
All right, I haven't written them down, mate, so we'll have to come back and let you know who's put the boat on pole. And, of course, it's the same points system as the forced induction guys are running, which is, again, above my, my knowledge of numbers. It's Sean Hinchelwood, because he's come up with this massively complicated point system. Or did Pasala come up with it, did he?
That's the
I wouldn't have thought Pasala was bright enough to come up with that system, but obviously he is.
Hey.
Now, Robert, can you hear me? I got a message yesterday, and I won't say who it was from, but they actually said, tell Rob that his brother can drive the boat that he couldn't drive. Boys, next boat on the water for the NDC X100 for Tattoos RS, and it's a Sinister. Scott Knudsen, who I met Scotty this morning. He's a Mildura boy, and he told me how to pronounce his name correctly. So thank you, Scott.
How do you say it? Scott.
Knudsen.
Scott,
yeah. That was the easy bit.
Oh, did you hear that he backed off a little bit there? I wonder if he's watching the GPS.
Oh, he definitely would be, mate. I mean, obviously a couple of the boys have been running on their limiters.
Yep.
Scott's going raw.
No limiter. No GPS.
49.81 for Scott.
I just noticed Bisho, a couple of the wags have just walked in. I noticed Leanne Constable, the wife of Ryan Constable, has just graced us all with her presence. They need to have a. They need to have a. You know how they Mitch Williams had a Outboard Wags podcast?
Yes,
they need to have a Blown Boat Wags podcast, I reckon. You get Brett Shepherd's wife, Troy Marlin's wife. That'd be cool.
It would be cool, wouldn't it?
It would be cool. So I'm looking forward to listening to the Wags podcast. Actually,
I'm going to do it on the way home tonight.
Yeah. Lumpy won't. What do you mean tonight? You got Prezzo to do.
I'm still going home tonight.
Yeah. That means Lumpy's doing the Prezzo by himself.
Yeah, that's right. Good luck, mate.
Yeah. And he's not coming home with me because I'm leaving tonight. I tell you what, if that boat doesn't finish this time, I'm going home now.
All right, casting my eye across the lake. And it is the Moonshine. Get your merchandise from the Moonshine team. Support MND. I want to see everybody in Moonshine shirts by the end of the day. So this is Mickey Godsell they're red hot in this category, mate. They run everything to the nth degree, and they're very serious about it. So
They are very serious, which is great. Look, you're still spending a lot of money, and you're still racing, so you have to be serious. You can't really play around with it. I've got a little secret love for this boat, Bisho. A good mate of mine used to own it. I used to pit crew for it back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was this boat called before it was Moonshine?
So before it was Moonshine, it was Rastus.
Oh, yeah.
Before Rastus, it was Heartache.
Was it really?
Yeah, with good mate of mine, Clayton Hard. But I tell you what, before that, it was Mirage.
Oh, my God.
Bob Blundell bought this boat new.
Your knowledge is
there you go, a little bit of knowledge on this boat. We're going to get a time on this. It's looking good. 48.61.
48.61.
I'll tell you what, they're all in the 48s, 49s, aren't they? So that was a pretty good time. Boy.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to try and... why did I write that on the wrong one? I just realised as you said it.
You've written it in the wrong team. Because I'm like, that's not his name.
Numbers are hard, mate.
Driving Moonshine.
Now, I'm going to try and get... So we've had Hombre run. We've had Buddha run. I'll try and get the numbers for those guys. And we've had Tantrum run as well. So I don't know if Lumpy's listening out, if we could get the numbers for those three boats, that'd be great.
Where'd Lumpy go? Signing autographs again.
I think food is a high priority there for him.
Just see Scott and Sally Thompson have walked in. Morning, hello. So they're rubbing their belly. So I don't know if that means they're hungry or Lumpy's eating. Or Sal's pregnant. So congratulations, Sally Thompson. Baby number 3. Third time lucky, I say. How's the coffee, Bisho? You need to talk into the microphone.
Sensational. You know what I did yesterday? I think I told you.
Yeah, I did it too.
Mate. I went to drink out of the microphone and then talk into my bottle of water.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing yesterday.
Like you guys were talking into a bottle of Corona last night.
I tell you what, Bisho, that was great, don't get me wrong, but I reckon that might be something we might have to do in the future because, and obviously we had an audio issue and the microphones weren't working, but I really believe that could really be something really good, a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Each event we do. And
even maybe you could live stream it or even record it and play it back later.
Especially because it's on the Saturday night, so no one's going to be on the beers. No, everyone's going to be still hyped from the day.
Just to be honest, you, myself and Lumpy were like, oh, God, we have to go and do this, weren't we? Like, we'd commentated all day. But once we got into it, it was really cool night.
It was cool. It was cool. Yeah, like I said, if the microphones worked, it would have been even better. I had 1,000 questions I wanted to ask, and so did Lump and yourself, but we just couldn't get it across sort of thing.
Across the line,
And so the people that were there, there's heaps of people there, but they couldn't hear what we were talking about. So.
Great concept. We just need to refine it, and the next one will be bigger and better. Now, old mate's just driven up to the Mulwala Ski Club, got a little bit lost.
Crazy Duck. That happened to the Crazy Duck on Friday.
There's about 3 boats that have done that. So I'm not even sure what boat we've got on the water there.
Friction.
The Friction, is it? Yep.
The boys from Narromine, Phil Hancock.
Phil Hitchcock.
Hitchcock, sorry. I've known
it is. You're right, mate. It's the Friction boat.
This had problems yesterday, remember?
Yeah, it's not right, is it? He's not going for it. Well, now he goes for it. Mate, you've got to be at full speed when you hit the line. You can't get to the line and then go. You're never going to set a fast time.
Yeah, absolutely. You watch Reece Coles or even Tate Ramsey, they go so wide to keep that back straight water clean, and they just have the run, and they run up to that turn buoy for 120 metres on the wood, so to speak.
No, that's not the way to approach it, but I'm wondering whether he might have a little bit of an engine issue in the boat. It does sound a little bit fluffy, but that could also be a limiter as well. A lot of these boats in this 105 category do have a limiter to stop them going over that 105 bracket.
And remember, this boat yesterday was breathing heavily.
It was too, you're right,
and then stopped just over the line.
Yeah, we could see the smoke coming out of the oil overflow, or the surge tank in the boat. But at the moment, don't worry about that. It's Friction. now leaning on it. And crosses the line in a 1:01. So yeah, slow time there unfortunately for Phil Hitchcock. In a 1 minute and 1/10.
101.
I might go and just quickly see the officials and see if they've got the times for those other couple of boats.
Is that everybody that...
JMO? No, we've still got boats to come.
GPS, they want to check GPS first.
Before they actually... Yeah, so, well, our times are unofficial anyway, but it's also subject to, of course, the GPS, same as a race is.
Yeah, 104.9. That's what you want to get.
He might have just done the quickest time with the slowest time. Who knows?
That's exactly right. So if you all don't know, you've got to be 105 mile an hour. So anything over 105, absolutely anything over 105, it's a no.
You're done.
You're out. He's got a boat on the water. I do believe this could... this is blown budget. So this was a home-built boat.
Oh, this is exciting, mate. This is Sean Hengelwood's getting a bit antsy down on the bank there. A very good friend of his, Spider Roberts. Now this boat's brand new, mate. This is an interesting boat. It's a timber hull. It's like a K-boat style hull. And all built by Spider himself. He's a cabinet maker by trade. And he's had all the timber panelling CNC laser cut and then built the boat out of all that. It's a really cool thing. If you get a chance to have a look at it in the pits.
Like a Meccano set.
Exactly, yeah. And it's he did have problems. The bottom of it wasn't quite strong enough. He actually damaged it at Epilogue. So it's all had its bottom taken back off it.
Oh, that's a big job.
It's a big job and he's redone it. This engine's only just gone in the boat. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. Sounds like we've got a bit of an engine issue there, mate. So he only put the engine in the boat last night and he hadn't run it yet. So I would say some teething dramas in that particular craft at the moment. However, if everyone else breaks out. Yeah, so he's actually, unfortunately for Spider, he has a condition where he's actually going blind. He's fine at the moment. But unfortunately, at some point in his life, he will be legally blind. And when that does happen, he actually wants to be the fastest blind guy on the water.
Yeah,
so he's actually trying to work towards that as well. So he's a good guy.
And from Jet Sprint,
out of Jet Sprint World, yeah. So Jet Sprint racer. So you know he's pretty hardcore. Those guys are a bit crazy.
Yeah, they are. And did I read or see a documentary that he designed this boat off a model boat? Is that right? And then he...
That I'm not 100% sure about, mate. Jeez. Fighter plane going overhead. That's very cool.
Very cool.
No Matt Hall, but one of his mates, maybe. So, Spider Roberts brings it through, but teething problems in that boat. That's not going to be a quick time. That's 1 minute 20 seconds.
I just saw a motocross rider fly upside down through the air down at the middle of the bridge end turn. So the freestyle motocross display is on at the moment. Get down and see a couple of backflips. Bisho, maybe you could go down and have a go.
No thanks, mate. I'll be right.
I can hear some blown boats warming up in the background. That's good. That's exciting. Just see Peter Constable just walking in to see what's going on in the food tent this morning. Obviously supplied by South Windsor Butchery. He's rubbing the belly. Are you pregnant too? If you all don't know, Peter Constable's the main man on the CNC of the 510 Odin machine. Very, very cluey young man. Hey, no kissing you two. Just saw him kissing his beautiful wife. You know what happens when you kiss each other? How many kids have you got? 6. 4 to Pete. 4 boys too, isn't it? 4
boys, that'd be all. Actually, I went to pick up one of Blair's cakes one day. We bought a cake off a great cake maker, and it was like a UFC match in the front yard when I was there. There was boys fighting and arguing and wrestling everywhere. It was great. So, big shout out to you guys. Just looks like we've got a couple of white GP hydros out on the water at the moment too, just been craned in. So this got a bit of a program here.
Hey, Jamo.
Yes, mate.
I've got some numbers here, mate. So currently sitting atop of the table.
Sorry, NDC, X100.
Yeah, sorry, NDC.
Okay.
X100, brought to you by Tattoos R Us. Sitting on top of the table in hot laps. Of course, this all depends on their GPS, which haven't been checked yet. But it's Moonshine Racing sitting atop of the table with a 46.61. Then it's a 46.97, Tony Willis in Buddha. Then we're looking at 48.42, Hombre. Then it is 49.8, Sinister, Scott Knudsen. Then it's a 51.97 Adrenaline Rush. And right there, 53 was Tantrum, 53.56. And then it was Friction with a 101 and Spider's Boat with a 1.2, 1 minute 20.
It'll be interesting to see Spider's Boat. What's the actual name? Motivation. It'll be great to see that boat once you get developed and a bit of speed. I just love something different. So different boats, different engine combos. That's great. Got to develop it as far as we can.
I've made my feelings known about K-boats to you many times.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan because I think they fall over in corners, which we saw Duff do. Twice. But he's actually developed a cavitation plate system that actually adjusts more on the outside than it does on the inside.
Right.
To try and stop it doing that bit where the chine grabs and spits it over.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see as well. So he's definitely had a good think about it. I'd trim the engines in a bit if I was in that rubber duck. I don't know. There you go, that's better. Look, they go heaps better, don't they?
I'd probably still even put them in more, but
I'd
hey, they're maritime, they're trained.
It's not that shallow there, mate.
Just had my little Miss Millie come up. She's got some merch for me, has she?
She's a legend. Did you get a Moonshine shirt? Not yet?
Yeah,
you will.
We're definitely going to get one.
Yeah, I was just looking, JMO. I thought Gator might have been coming out for the 105, but it would appear that they're probably not. Which means that we've basically got all boats. Artist was down, but we know that the Artist isn't running. And Ricochet not running either. So other than Gator, we've got everybody home, which will mean all GPSs being clear. Moonshine will be the man to go to pole in the Tattoos R Us X100 NDC.
So I believe we have unlimited hydro warm-up coming up.
Oh, I like that. Now, we all spoke to Jack last night.
I was about to bring that up.
Sorry.
Not Jack.
Why do we keep calling?
That's his brother.
Oh, God, yeah.
Ken?
Ken.
Lumpton?
Ken Lupton this morning. Last night we spoke to Ken, and they put the big engine in it.
Yeah. It just amazes me how they put an engine in, and then when that one blows up, they put a bigger engine in.
Yeah. It's also
like that Mr. Big Stuff at Mildura when that went over, and then they said, oh, we're going to put the other bigger engine in, which is 600 more horsepower.
Kenny Lupton on the water out of New Zealand. He's put the big engine in the boat here today.
Did you hear me, Joe, last night, which you would have? He come back and we were saying, did you feel it go off? And he goes, yeah, I felt it go off in that bottom turn, so I just fed it.
Just send it. I've come too far not to send it.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then when he got back, he's walking past the crew, and all the crew are working on it. He's like, oh, we're putting that engine in. Like, just pick one, boys, I don't mind it. It's the big one. So he's not here to play around.
So relaxed about it, wasn't he? Chatting to the boys, I reckon around about 15 to 20 minutes to do an engine change in that boat.
That's pretty good. Like, he's done a lot of racing, a lot of laps with this boat and the team as together, racing in Canada, racing in America. It's just probably one of the most, what's the word I'm trying to say?
Prolific.
Okay, we'll go with that name. With that word. I was going to say experienced.
Yeah, prolific experience. Prolification gives you experience. Jack Lupton, and of course we've got the 10-time EC Griffith Cup winner, Grant Harrison in GP1 on Lake Mulwala, his home track, and a place where he's got lots of great memories. Great to see Grant back on the water. The crew have had to back up from their big win. Probably a few sore heads in that camp.
Ken Lumpton in the Lucas Oils machine.
Sounds a bit fluffy.
Sounds a bit fluffy.
However, he's not stepping on it either. It may just be off the cam. No. No, that's got a bit of an issue there. It's a tune issue, I'd say.
I'm no mechanic, but that didn't sound nice. He might just keep feeding it.
He'll just send it.
Just going to feed it.
I don't think he'll do that today.
Especially when you got time for the Anzac Cup.
Yeah. I'd say it's got a bit much fuel in it, JMO.
Maybe you just need to put the pedal down.
Well, like I said, it might not have been on its cam. It might have just been, but I tell you what, it sounded like it was overfueling, but not then.
Not then, that was...
Yeah, temperature as well.
They're just cool hydros, eh?
Oh, mate. How's the acceleration?
Yeah.
It's like having a grand piano shoved... Yeah, well.
A mate of mine, he's actually a tomato farmer down at Wiseman's, very Paul Vella, said the only good thing about a hydroplane is driving them. They're hard to tow. They're hard to work on. They're hard to get into, hard to get out of, but just unreal to drive.
It makes it all worthwhile.
Makes it all worthwhile, and I tell you what, I can see why.
Yeah, wowee. Geez, that's got some snot, that thing, I tell you.
That's cool.
Well, I tell you what, the Anzac Cup's just going to be another Griffith Cup, isn't it, this afternoon?
I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get like the Odin boys are in it, the laid on boys are in it, anyone into it really, any of the blown boats that are fast. It's just going to be cool.
Yeah,
it's going to be unreal. It's going to be a battle for the toughest, that's for sure.
Hopefully we can get a nice clean start and a good clean race. And
yes.
Whoever wins is going to be the best, right?
100%. So we've got Crusader on the water now. Notice this is a little bit harder to get on the plane, Bisho, compared to the others.
Yeah.
It's a lot smaller than the others too, I noticed.
The reason it's hard to get on the plane, JMO, is that it's got small sponsons, so it hasn't got as much planing area as the other boats. Being an older design, it's not quite as efficient as the new boats, but it's got plenty of horsepower.
Yeah. Is this an older boat?
It is a much older boat. It's a former Griffith Cup winner, actually.
What boat was it?
It's called the Wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Many moons ago. Sorry, not Wizard, Radical Rat.
Oh, it's
Thanks,
that boat.
Scotty.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty famous boat, that Radical Rat.
There you go, the GP Hydro Guru just letting me know this is the boat that Brett Nidri won a Griffith Cup in.
Okay.
When it was called Radical Rat.
Was that in New Zealand or here?
Here. Benny Clark onto the water. Yeah, he won that here at Yarrawonga Griffith Cup.
Okay.
Brett Nidri.
Some reason I thought he won a race in New Zealand, Brett. Oh, that might have been in Warmord.
Scotty will let us know. Was that the World Championship? I think he won.
Okay.
Yes, that was, mate. Scotty just confirmed. So it was 2009 World Championship in Warlord.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the Grand Prix hydroplane guru on the end of the radio here.
Absolutely. So what's Scotty's background with hydroplane and GP racing? Just loves it?
Yeah, Scotty's actually related to the Aussie Connection crew, but he's also a crew member of GP1 when he's not doing this. So
yeah, okay.
Scotty, there's not much he doesn't know about hydroplane racing.
So Benny Clark's just pulled in now.
Sounds good, doesn't it, Crusader?
It does. Okay, Benny Clark just doing another lap. Another warm-up lap. Crusader bait looking nice and fast down the back straightaway.
right, now all that noise is over. Scotty says, J-Mo, that he's friends of the Burton family.
Okay.
But I've heard they don't like him at all.
You leave my mate Scotty out of this. I think he's alright.
Sorry, mate.
You leave my mate Scotty out of this. I think he's alright.
He's in my ear, mate. He's in my ear. He's carrying on. It's nice to see Darren How's My Hair, Ridley and Stephen Eversich down in the crowd as well. He can't hear me.
I just see Ski Race Royalty walking over there, Brett Armstrong, on the headset for Scotty Cleaver and Supernova.
Yeah, Bretsky, where you find a boat, you'll find Brett.
Yep. He just loves it, doesn't he?
There's a term
I think
for
he's
blokes
got
like
more
him.
boats than the Ramsey team. I think he's got a couple of Forces, a couple of Bernicos, a couple of junior boats.
He's out of control.
Loves it.
He's out of
Loves
control.
it. I only met Brett at Taree, and yeah, he helped us a lot with my kids, I should say, and racing. Yeah, great guy.
Yeah,
I actually bought. Funny enough, the helmet that Drew crashed in and life jacket was his, but now it's mine.
You break it, you buy it.
Yeah. So.
That's fair enough. No, Brett's a good fella, and not much in ski racing he hasn't done. Him and I have raced against each other for over 30 years, and me in the bottom feeder levels, and him at the top of the tree. But there's not much he hasn't won and done, and one of the best observers on the planet.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I was talking to him at the Prezzo at Taree, and I said, what's the fastest you've gone backwards? As in, sitting backwards in Observer, and he said, in Superman, we touched 140.
Oh, wow.
So I think sitting forward, knowing what's coming at you at 140, let alone sitting backwards at 140 mile an hour.
Well, do you want to know what's going to kill you, or are you just happy not knowing? That's the question.
I guess, yeah, that's one thing, I guess.
You'd be squashed like a bug on a windscreen, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, we have got Nathan up here at the moment. I don't know your surname, Nathan. Hello, good morning.
Nathan Bibby.
Bibby, there you go. No, we've been talking to Nathan all weekend, and Nathan is the CEO of...
Yarrawonga Mooala Tourism and Business.
Thank you, mate, because I would have got that wrong. Mate, we had a great night last night, except for the PA system, but we'll fix that up for next time. But it was a really great concept and good job. But you live in one of the most beautiful parts of the world. I'm a little bit jealous, I've got to be honest. When I drive into this, John, I go, why do I not live here? But this has been a great event so far for you guys.
Yeah, it's been terrific. Working with the VSBC and our local community to bring this thing to life is pretty amazing. Obviously, it's been around for a few years and it's building to something pretty special. But the beauty we have about this place is magnificent Lake Mooala, which is our centrepiece. But also, we've got a very community-driven community. This event helps our local businesses and all our economic development side of things. And we welcome everyone to come and move here, by the way. So, yeah.
Find me a job and I'm here, mate. Can I come and work with you?
Definitely.
He says no.
Everyone's coming to me going, get some volunteers, so you're more than welcome to volunteer.
Yeah, that won't pay the bills. Hey, I've got expensive hobbies, cars and boats.
Yep.
So, mate, look at the crowd. I mean, yesterday was absolutely mega. Today will build as well, but there's still plenty of people here nice and early this morning. We've got the Anzac Cup this afternoon. That's just going to be another Griffith Cup. It's going to be absolutely wild with all those hydroplanes out there. Now they've all had a bit of a look at the course, and it'll be absolutely on this afternoon.
That's good, and our theme or our slogan for this year is really ramping up Feel the Thunder, and you guys have brought it this year. It just, some of the feedback we're getting is they're feeling it run through their body on the foreshore, and I'm taking it as compliments, not complaints. So it's a great spectacle. I'm just sitting here watching the Swan as this massive sail plane's coming across, so it's an amazing environment. No, they don't care. They're used to it.
Yeah. I haven't saw a swan get attacked by a seagull before. He didn't even care about that. But they're pretty relaxed up here. Why would you be relaxed up here? What do people do to come and live here?
Yeah, well, there's heaps to do in terms of work. We're a growing community. There's a lot of opportunities in local tourism, shops, hospitality. That's all growing. The building industry is booming. As if you go out a few different sides, it's growing heaps. And people move here because our catch cry is where the lake sets the pace of life.
Yep.
And we can. So whoever got here early this morning would have seen the fog amongst the trees.
I saw it.
It's
beautiful. Yep.
It's God's country, and we get to enjoy that, and we get to do it different ways in terms of different types of boating activities.
Yep.
Fishing is pretty big.
Yep.
Got the golfing happening, which happens nearly all year round.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm pretty sure if a few of you come back in the next couple of months to explore Yarrawonga Mooala, more than just what's happening today, you'll see we've got a lot to offer.
Just to explain to people too, I go to a lot of waterways around the world actually, following boats because I'm hopeless. But I live in Bendigo and I live near Lake Eppalock. Zero development on Lake Eppalock. Almost zero development on Lake Eildon. You come here to Mooala, you drive your boat over to the ski club, you moor it up, you have your feed. You know, there's stuff going on all over the lake, the things that you can go and pull up and do. The infrastructure on this lake is the best in Victoria by a mile and some of the best in Australia.
Yeah, it is. It's magnificent, and we're just still exploring what the potential is as well. Like, you can actually run a marathon if you want to. I'm sure you'd be up for that, Bisho.
Absolutely, mate. You've seen my leg.
Yeah, pretty much all the way from Cora, all the way around to the Seabull these days. You can get right round through different parts and bushland. There's boat ramps all through around the lake. There's different ways of enjoying it. Then you've got the lower area where the actual Murray, you can see it. And then hopefully next year, not when the boats are going obviously, we might see a spectacle when the actual lake is lowered to kill off the weeds and to, I don't know all about that's it.
Find all the insurance jobs.
That's it, and all the shopping trolleys. But that's a spectacle in itself. You know, it looks like a sort of lunar landing when you see it, and you actually get to see the Murray River.
Yes.
And, some of the local boat cruisers actually cruise the Murray in this space. So stay tuned for that in the next 12 months or so.
So I've seen photos of the lake drain, but I've never been here when it's been drained. The Murray stays full of water when you drain the lake?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah, I was fortunate to be here about 7 years ago. We had a family cruise on it as well. And, it's pretty amazing when you look at it where it is right now.
Yeah.
And to how much it's lowered, and you wouldn't walk out in the middle of it because you won't get out of the mud.
What about the Cumberuna? Where does that go?
I think Robbie will store it away pretty safely just up around the corner.
Up the river somewhere, yeah, okay.
And I'm glad you mentioned the Cumberuna because
Yes.
they're giving up their space and they really supported this event.
No, they're great supporters, mate, and it's a great day on the Cumberuna too. If you go out, have a feed, check out the lake, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it is amazing. Sunrise is probably the cracker, but if you get a beautiful day like this on it, it's just amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, mate, thanks so much for all your support because, you know, I mean, as much as we're trying to bring the thunder to you, we need places to go racing. We'd love coming to this joint because the spectator facilities are second to none in the world. And, you know, I mean, and certainly if you talk to Ken Lupton, who races all over the world, he'll say this is one of the greatest venues he ever goes to. So as much as you love us coming here, we need you as well. So it's a mutual beneficial thing.
Yeah, thanks for that. We appreciate it. And I'd just like to thank all the volunteers and everyone that support to get this thing going. So thank you.
Johnny, thank you very much, mate. Thanks for coming up. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Check out that Anzac Cup, mate. It is going to be absolutely wild. It is going to be on. These boys are going to be absolutely throwing everything at it. I can hear the bells, Jamo.
Yeah, we all know what that means, Bisho. Bells being lowered. Look at everyone running over now.
The National Drivers' Championship for Battery World, ladies and gentlemen, the NDC B final is on the water. The pole positions we have Dennis Basala in the Always Pumping out of 1. Royce McIntyre in the Mayhem out of 2. Supernova out of 3. And the flag drops, so you know what'll stop. They let him go all the way down. It's still up. Now they let him go. We're racing. Basala gets the start. On the inside, down into turn number 1. Let's see what happens here, boys.
Yeah, Fasala now leading minute to the front straight. Royce just got caught in a bit of wash there, but at this stage it's all Dennis in Always Pumping, heading down the front straight. Bit of out of control, but Cleaver's not giving up, running very, very hard. Royce McIntyre trying to settle that little mayhem boat there. Unfortunately, he seemed to be the loser out of that one, but it's all Dennis up the back straight there, Bisho.
Dennis struggling to get the power down, but I'll tell you what, there's plenty of it, boys, as he really throws the nose of that boat up in the air when he gets on the gas. And Basala, he's all over this one like a fat kid on a cupcake. Something's popping out there, lads.
Yeah, it's Dennis's boat that was popping.
Turn, Dennis Basala now the Always Pumping as he comes through to complete lap number 1 under green conditions. And I tell you what, he's absolutely braining him here at the moment. He has to back out of it. The boat a little bit lively as it goes down the front chute. Scotty Cleaver and the Supernova on the outside. Royce McIntyre is a pretty messy water there trying to get the job Basala leans on it hard down the back straight away, and I would suggest this will be yellow flag lap coming up for him. He can afford to be a little bit tentative now as he comes through.
Sounds like it's going off, Bisho.
It does, mate. It does, and it sounds like it might have gone down in the bottom turn. Let's hope he can keep on it. Scotty Cleaver's closing the gap here. Cleaver's been having trouble getting the Supernova turn. Yellow flag comes out. Always Pumping. That is popping and carrying on, boys. Cleaver now, Supernova. Can he bridge the gap? I'm not sure unless Basala has a big problem. Off as well. Basala now sounds like it's as he brings it down into the bottom bridge end turn. Dennis Basala, the Always Pumping, he should be able to bring this home, but I tell you what, it's a bit of a messy heat. The only one that's had a fairly clean run will be Scotty Cleaver, but Dennis Basala wins. This was the National Drivers' Championship, the NDC B final. Scotty Cleaver will come through for second place in the Supernova. And ailing mayhem from Royce McIntyre comes across the line, and they've got drama in that boat. Well, Dennis managed to nurse it home, boys. I think he had all sorts of drama. Fortunately for him, he'd put such a gap on everybody else that he was able to use that to his advantage. But he gets a win.
Yeah, well, that's it. And it's the old story, mate. You got to finish. And it looks like Royce has just pulled up down there at the bottom end. The fire's gone out on that. I was talking to Robbie yesterday regarding that gearbox issue they had. The gearbox actually got filled with water.
Okay.
And it actually melted a bearing onto the shaft.
Oh.
They got a 20-ton press on it and still couldn't get it off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It actually welded on.
Yeah, it was welded on, yeah. So he ended up having to grind down each side and then get the press onto it, and it just virtually exploded off, you know.
Wow.
Like that's how bad it was.
Wow.
So
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Basala wins the NDC B final. Well, boys,
That's fast.
that's fast.
That's fast.
Yeah, it is fast.
How
No
would
problem there. Once they get those little niggling little issues sorted out, wow, and it's handling well.
Yeah. How about that? The two ex-Rob Basala boats racing each other.
yeah, that's right.
And
That's
both
exactly
twin
right.
turbo, even
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah. So, boys, the A final have a listen to this for a lineup.
Righto, give it to me.
On pole, Dave Satterley in Titan. Out of pole 2, Ryan Constable in Odin.
Ooh.
Out of pole 3, Tate Ramsey in Lay It On. And out of 4, Connor Patterson in Turn It Up. This is going to be on, lads.
On like Donkey Kong, as they say.
Absolutely, my friend.
Righto, boys. Who are you thinking?
Odin.
Odin, yeah.
Lay It On for me.
Millie?
Odin.
Oh, it's all Odin. It's all Odin.
Mind you, Connor could be it.
I was about to say, but outside it's a long way around in a little boat, but the little bumblebee.
The problem they had yesterday was top end speed. They just didn't quite have that mega top end. Their corner speed was faster than everybody else, and that's why they won the hot laps.
Yep.
Corner speed, when he can drive the line he wants to drive, there's no rough water out there, a shorter boat, a little bit less top end. Didn't matter in the hot laps, but it mattered in the race. So
absolutely.
Having said that, you never ever ride off a Patterson.
Definitely. Definitely not.
So should be a good one, this, boys. Looking forward to it. Yeah, a final, this one.
Sprint car terms would be the A-main.
A-main, correct.
A-main NDC final. Battery World. The Swans are just having a bit of a punch up here as they go past.
The boats don't worry them, but each other worries each other. Yeah.
There we go. We've got the white flag.
NDC. Sorry, we cut the music short. Jamie's phone rang.
Jamie just had a phone call. Clearly somebody not listening to the live stream.
So boats on the water, we got the Lay It On over there and the Odin. I would say the two fastest displacement boats on the planet. Particularly in a straight line, these things are both rocket ships. The Odin running the Constable Brothers built and prepared Hemi, and the Lay It On running the Brett Nidri supercharged big block.
As they come past, ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause, clap, wave, throw your small children at them. This is the A-main of the NDC.
Alright, glad you had some programs, ladies and gentlemen. Tate Ramsey in the Lay It On. Ryan Constable, the Brisket King, in the Odin 510. Twin turbocharged machine.
Where's the bumblebee? I can see the bumblebee have turned it up down there, but it hasn't moved.
They got drama, maybe. Or are they not wanting to do a warm-up lap, maybe? Dave Shackley out of South Australia. That might be smoking, boys. It might just be the WD-40 or whatever that they spray on it.
Maybe.
There we
Goes
go.
the Bumblebee.
Yeah, they didn't want to do
turn it
that
up.
warm-up. They probably haven't enough
I
fuel.
was just going to say, they ran out of fuel yesterday, didn't they?
And they probably run it as light as they can too.
Yeah.
True.
We just see Papa down there. Papa turn it up. He'll be
Papa
very
turned it up.
excited. NDCA main.
This should be a cracker, boys. Looking forward to this one.
Will be. These drone shots are fantastic that we're looking at right now, Bisho.
Thanks to Andy at Airscape Media.
I wonder how far down Barney will bring them now to before he drops that flag. He tended to bring him down a fair bit in that last race. We'll just see what happens. If they all get in the line, I'm guessing they'll probably go early.
He certainly did, mate.
Here they go now. So the flag's up.
Righto.
Once he's happy with them all in a line.
The Battery World, ladies and gentlemen. The
Yeah, flag's down.
final. We are racing. And the Orange look at the pace. Down into turn number one, Connor Patterson shows his corner speed as always around the outside. Tate Ramsey, beautiful driving from all three drivers there as they all come Tate Ramsey tries to take advantage of that, boys. It is on, but have a look at his own machine.
Odin is absolutely smoking the field. Connor Patterson got up on a high side out of the bottom of that turn, boys. But it's all over at this stage, and Tate Ramsey not giving up either.
No, look at Connor Patterson. He's trying to get up the inside now. Ryan Tunstall. Like I said at the start of this, you never ride on the Patterson, do you? Tunstall using the power of that turn again.
I tell you what, Bisho, the R&D on the Odin boat's definitely paying off. That boat's not doing anything wrong. It really starts to show like, what a Patterson!
Breathing very, very hard.
Definitely having problems, maybe even a fire. But I tell you what, one lap to go.
Come down now, so Odin's going to come around this bottom turn, boy. He'll come and greet the yellow flag for one to go, and he hasn't done anything wrong whatsoever.
Absolutely perfect. One lap to go now. This is an over to what that lady sings, boys.
Hey, Ramsey's just come to a bit of a halt.
Ramsey's got
gone out.
He is out. Back shoot now, and it is the Odin 510 Ryan Tunstall. They desperately want to win a National Drivers' Championship for Battery World. Unfortunately, Tate Ramsey, he's just going to have to nurse that boat home. Jacklin's still driving second place, comes down, bring it home. Odin 510 brings it home. Ryan Tunstall, next time across the line as well. Patterson into second place.
Connor Patterson, a very respectable second place there. He threw everything at Ryan. No, threw everything, including the kitchen sink, I'd imagine.
And a solid second place and good points towards the Battery World National Driver Championship. And still for points, don't forget here. So both of these boats struggling.
I tell you what, I think Tate Ramsey might have a navigation problem by the looks of the boat and the way he's driving it. He's just bouncing the boat to ugly and sitting high, so can't get on it. I reckon what would be a safe bet of it could be a cavitation problem. Starting to get on it a little bit now, but
and Tate Ramsey in the fourth place. All of them collecting points towards the championship, but hey, you boys are on the money. Your boy from the Hawkesbury.
The mighty Hawkesbury.
The Brisket King.
I was going to say, it must be the South Windsor Butchery feeds.
that's it. The flying battleship of Odin is just phenomenal.
Ryan Constable, the man of the moment, getting a beautiful job done there in the Odin 510.
He tended to bring him down a fair bit
in that last race. We'll just see what happens. If they all get in the line, I'm guessing they'll probably go early.
He certainly did, mate.
Here they go now. So the flag's up.
Righto.
Once he's happy with them all in a line.
The Battery World, ladies and gentlemen. The
flag's down.
Final. We are racing. And as the Owen one of the place on the big cold play out of the Nagle Valley Boat Club. Down into turn number 1, Connor Patterson shows his corner speed as always around the outside. Tate Ramsey, beautiful driving from all three drivers there as they all come through. Owen and Tunstall. Tate Ramsey tries to take advantage of that, boys. It is on, but have a look at this Odin machine.
Odin is absolutely smoking the field. Connor Patterson got up on a high side out of the bottom of that turn, boys. But it's all over at this stage, and Tate Ramsey not giving up either.
No, look at Connor Patterson. He's trying to get up the inside now, Ryan Tunstall. Like I said at the start of this, you never ride off of Patterson, do you? But Tunstall using the power of that big twin turbo 500 Civic. Up into the top turn again. Patterson closed the gap up into the top turn again.
I tell you what, Bisho, the R&D on the Odin boat's definitely paying off. That boat's not doing anything wrong. It really starts to show like, what a Patterson!
Sadly, his boat looks like it's working very, very hard.
Actually having problems, maybe even a fire. But I tell you what, 1 lap to go.
Come down now, so Odin's going to come around this bottom turn, boy. He'll come and greet the yellow flag for 1 to go, and he hasn't done anything wrong whatsoever.
Absolutely perfect. 1 lap to go now for the 5-10 Odin. And Ryan Tunstall sets up on his final lap. Pato still chasing him down hard and fast. This isn't over to what that lady sings, boys.
Tate Ramsey's just come to a bit of a halt.
Ramsey's got
gone out.
He is out. Back shoot now, and it is the Odin 5-10 Ryan Tunstall. They desperately want to win a National Drivers' Championship for Battery World. Unfortunately, Tate Ramsey, he's just going to have to nurse that boat home. Sadly, still smoking. Second flag comes down. Bring it home, Rob. Odin 5-10 brings it home. Ryan Tunstall. Oh, big fly for him across the line as well. Connor Patterson into second place.
Connor Patterson, a very respectable second place there. He threw everything at Ryan. No, threw everything, including the kitchen sink, I'd imagine.
And a solid second place and good points towards the Battery World National Driver Championship. And there's still for points, don't forget here. So both of these boats struggling.
I tell you what, I think Tate Ramsey might have a cavitation problem by the looks of the boat and the way he's driving it. He's just bouncing the boat ugly and sitting high, so can't get on it. I reckon what would be a safe bet of it could be a cavitation problem. Starting to get on it a little bit now, but there's the boat.
Daniel brings it home in third place, and Tate Ramsey in the fourth place. All of them collecting points towards the champion.
Driver change, so Kobe Howard is actually driving the Anderson Motorsport entry. I'm not sure if this got anything to do with yesterday or not, but yeah, Kobe Howard's jumped in the seat. I tell you, Kobe's starting to be like his dad. He'll just have a drive of everyone's boat, but so would I. Can't hurt borrowed equipment.
So there you go, Kobe Howard in the AMR machine. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts to that boat straight up.
He's definitely not afraid of a hydro. He's driven a few hydros now, and yeah, he's definitely not afraid of it. That's for sure.
He comes from the right family, doesn't he?
He comes from a good bloodline. So in this one we've got Battle of the Cousins. We've got Lockie Vella in the red Impatient machine, and we have Kobe Howard in the AMS Hydro. These guys are two cousins. We're just doing a shakedown lap, and they will be picked up by the Barn Dog start boat. The red Hydro of Lockie Vella was absolutely flying yesterday.
Yeah, doing a stellar job out there and out front. So I don't know how long it's been since Lockie's driven a Hydro, but just takes to it like duck to water. He doesn't drive it for so long and then all over it.
I think they drive it down at the tomato farm fairly often at Warrington. So they live on the river, so I think they put it in a fair bit and test and run. But as you know, testing on the river is a lot different to racing.
Yeah, race conditions totally different. Big Barney's got them. White flag is up. This will be very interesting with Kobe in the Anderson Motorsport craft.
Flags down. How cool does that look? There's Kobe's going to go through the middle of them all. Show them down to the front straightaway.
This top corner's going to sort them all out here as Gators on the inside. The others seem to disappear behind the spray. Now they reappear. Head up the front straight here now, and Kobe's into second place. And Lockie Vella on the outside charging hard.
Lockie seems to be taking this a lot wider compared to the others, but I think Lockie might take the lead from here. It looks like Gator might hold the lead till there comes the red machine of Lockie Vella on the outside. Kobe Howard driving the AMS machine, just dropping back a little bit, but Lockie Vella starting to show the way now, holding out in the outside. But tell you what, Kobe Howard's first drive, he might poke it up in the middle of the hill.
Yeah, he's sneaking up on the inside to try and split the pack here, Jamie, as they go around, and they're all side by side. Gator out of pole one. Kobe's just come up into second place, and Lockie Vella trying to carry the speed down the outside. But at this stage it's all Gator. This is a good little race, this, Jamie.
Yeah, it's a great race. They're all side by side, and I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Cody Howard. He's not afraid to give it everything it's got. Looks like Lockie Vella's topped out a little bit wide there, but it's the Gator machine at the moment starting to really make a bit of bumps.
Pretty evenly matched, and when you're out of pole one you've got the advantage straight up, but let's see whether Lockie can just carry some speed through this bottom end corner as they come around to greet the yellow flag for one to go. This could be anybody's race here. One lap to go, one hot lap. Lockie Vella just in front by a sponsor as they come past the start turn, boys. Lockie really now showing the way out there, out wide. He's put a fair bit of acreage between him and the Gator boat.
I think he's pulled the boat out of second gear. He's pulled another gear, so to speak, and coming around to face the checkered flag.
Lockie Vella, ladies and gentlemen, in the Impatient craft, taking the win. Gator in for second and Anderson Motorsport in for third with Kobe Howard behind the wheel. That was a great little race.
That's great.
be very interesting with Kobe in the Anderson Motorsport craft.
Legs down. How cool does that look? There's Kobe's going to go through the middle of them all and show them down to the front straightaway.
This corner's going to sort them all out here as Gator's on the inside. The others seem to disappear behind the spray. Now they reappear. Head up the front straight here now, and Kobe's into second place. The Lockie Vella on the outside, charging hard.
Lockie seems to be taking this a lot wider compared to the others, but I think Lockie might take the lead from here. It looks like Gator might hold the lead till there comes the red machine of Lockie Vella on the outside. Kobe Howard driving the AMS machine, just dropping back a little bit, with Lockie Vella starting to show the way now, holding out in the outside. But tell you what, Kobe Howard's first drive, he might poke it up in the middle of the line.
Yeah, he's sneaking up on the inside to try and split the pack here, Jamie, as they go around, and they're all side by side. Gator out of pole 1. Kobe's just come up into second place, and Lockie Vella trying to carry the speed down the outside. But at this stage it's all Gator. This is a good little race, this, Jamie.
Yeah, it's a great race. They're all side by side, and I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Cody Howard. He's not to give it everything it's got. Looks like Lockie Vella's just popped out a little bit wide there, but it's the Gator machine at the moment starting to really make a bit of
pretty evenly matched, and when you're out of pole 1 you've got the advantage straight up. But let's see whether Lockie can just carry some speed through this bottom end corner as they come around to greet the yellow flag for 1 to go. This could be anybody's race here. 1 lap to go, 1 hot lap. Lockie Vella just in front by a sponsor as they come past the start turn, boys. Lockie really now showing the way out there, out wide. He's put a fair bit of acreage between him and the Gator boat.
I think he's pulled the boat out of second gear, pulled another gear, so to speak, and coming around to face the checkered flag.
Lockie Vella, ladies and gentlemen, in the Impatient craft, taking the win. Gator in for second, and Anderson Motorsport in for third, with Kobe Howard behind the wheel. Ken Lupton now out on course. They're just going out for a bit of a practice here, Bisho.
Yeah, I think this is just a shakedown for Lupton at the moment, because on our list we have a 6-litre displacement race up next, although we're down to 2 6-litre boats at the moment. So unfortunately, I just spoke to the Transonic crew, the Shepherdleys, and looks like I might have broken a valve spring. So
still a little bit off, isn't it, Fisher? That's unbelievable. The guys on the foreshore here sitting right down near the water, they're certainly getting them value for money today.
What about those boys on the end of the swimming pool there? Do you think they were thinking about running?
Yeah, I haven't seen Rolfie there today, actually.
Run, Rolfie, run, Rolfie, run, run, run. It seems to pop and fluff at lower RPM and then comes good up in the higher RPM, doesn't it, Lum?